mama used to say. We'll post that bitch twice. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Game day, Baker. Mayfield 350-12, but okay. Okay, Game went down on us in the fourth quarter.
What he was, he almost got the record.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield 350 plus total passing, rushing, 4 plus total touchdowns.
The game saved?
No, it said it went down in the fourth quarter.
But did he have did he have it?
I don't know, let me ask him.
Ask him if he had it, like.
But then after the live stream cut out, the interview didn't stop, and he had even more to say. Before we get into this, I gotta give a shout out to mysecretdwelling.com. Y'all know that's my aunt. She makes the customized reversible face mask for you. So y'all make sure y'all hit her up at mysecretdwelling.com. Her website is down below in the description. And real quick, shout out to all the Team Keep It Clean patrons. I love y'all. Thank you all for just see the list is still going. I really appreciate y'all for showing extra support.
Just to verify if in case it happens again before advance, we'll try again tomorrow. Okay.
Try what again?
Playing the game.
Man, what was that score?
Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Love and positivity, and that goes way deeper than any football game, any football player, any of that stuff, man. It's about showing love, man. So I love y'all for that, and keep that up. So, Sammy Watkins, oh boy, it's.
I think Sammy Watkins is going to be a good player for the Ravens,
bro. Of course, we covered everything that he talked about during the live stream, but after that live stream went off, there was something that he said that really ruffled a couple of feathers, and some people appreciated it. They were like, "Hey, that's Sammy Watkins being honest," and you know we appreciate honesty. We love honesty. Honesty is the best policy. But sometimes when you're honest, it can hurt some feelings. Sometimes when you're honest, it can ruffle some feathers.
Okay, yes.
Sometimes when you're honest, it can make it seem like you're trying to create your own path. But let's see what Sammy Watkins had to say. He said that he believes that Lamar Jackson can become an elite quarterback in the NFL if the Ravens wide receivers get better separation. But let's look at the exact quote. It takes guys getting open to be great and look great and be the Patrick Mahomes of the world and be Tom Brady. You got to have that number 1 receiver or that number 2 or that number 3 nowadays to go out there and be successful and literally throw the ball with your eyes closed and be unconscious. If I can go out there and be healthy and the other wideouts can make plays, we can be a balanced offense.
Yep.
If we get open when we need to get open, I think Lamar can throw for those 4,000 yards or those 4,500 yards or 5,000 yards, whatever these guys are putting up.
It was 49-7, eh?
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. Did he get the breakout message? He'll get it. Tell him he'll get it if he had it.
I told him I'm going for extra, and that I'm not trying to be ass and run up the score. What was
in order to help out your quarterback?
Baker.
And we as Ravens fans, we know that more than.
All right, man, we got enough for him right now. All right, sorry, fellas, for the inconvenience, man. Madden is acting up, man. We can't even go to settings and change anything at this point right now. I can't turn injuries back on. It's kicking us out. It's saying my password it has profanity in it. I've been using the password since we started. I checked it out online to see what the hell's going on, and of course it's just EA and they dumbass mechanics and shit. They don't know how to fix nothing. And they make us buy this game and spending so much bread on it, and all they do is fix it all year long. They do patches, and I'll tell you this: when the game is acting up like this, games is dropping. You barely can do a broadcast, can't get into settings, things like that. What's happening is they're on their way to another patch. I promise you that. All right, and for EA to patch this game as much as they have, that just tells you what type of product they really gave us. Shit's broke. You could be in games and shit just happen and you just can't do nothing about it because EA just can't do nothing about it. It's just that simple. But I'm going back to the quarterback conversation. But right now I want to talk about players of the week. We haven't talked about these type of players for a while now because it's not important anymore because there's no gifts being handed out to these guys, right? But Travis Etienne, man, 21 carries for 261 yards week 1, 12.4 yards a carry at 4 rushing touchdowns. Anthony Schwartz, man, the speed burner, 6 receptions, 221, 36.8 yards a catch, 3 receiving touchdowns. And you have Lewis. You got Jordan Lewis that on defense for the Vikings, 12 tackles, 1 INT, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. And then Noshawn Wright, the ex-Raven that just got traded at the end of the draft last year, or this year. And he comes right in for the Chiefs, start for those guys, and get busy. 3 tackles, 3 INTs, and a TD. So you know he took one of them shits to the crib. The 6'4" corner that the Ravens didn't feel as though they needed anymore goes somewhere else and becomes the number 1 corner for that team. And he is an alpha male right now because that's not the only game he's played well in. At the end of the day, we didn't want to get rid of this guy, but when you got so many so many draft picks in the first draft, we know money-wise, man, you got to be smart. We know we can't keep all those guys, so we have to start sacrificing right now. Week 2. Michael Thomas, the old man, said, "Not so fast, my friend." 7 receptions for 247 yards on the Rams, 4 receiving touchdowns. And then Herbert does what Herbert does, and only 10 incomplete passes, 529, 8 passing touchdowns, an INT, a sack, and he carried the ball for 6 yards. Montez Sweat, 5 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 1 touchdown. That's just what happens when you got one of the fastest DNs in the league. And then Chris Rump, 11 tackles and 5 sacks in the game, man. I don't know who he did that to, but Jesus. All right, so J.K. Dobbins is running his way to stardom at the end of the day, right? This guy's playing at a high level right now. 25 carries, 274 yards, 11 yards a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns. He did catch the ball out the backfield for 17 yards during that week. Michael Carter said, "Not so fast, my friend." 14 carries, 221 rushing yards, 15.8 yards a carry. Listen to that. 15.8 yards a carry. 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 receptions, 10 reception yards, 3.3 reception yard on an average. On defense, Roquan Smith, 13 tackles, 1 INT, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. And then Hufanga, man, that's the safety / linebacker with 5 tackles, 2 sacks, an INT, and a forced fumble in week 3. All right, we get to week 4, and there you go. JT Daniels, 25 for 30, only 5 incomplete passes, 426 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, INT, 2 sacks, did fumble 1 time, carried the ball, 2 carries for 13 yards. Justin Herbert comes right back, 621 and 7 passing touchdowns. Jesus Christ. 2 sacks, 1 fumble. Don't know who he played this week, but 621 and 7 touchdowns is outstanding. And then we get the linebacker, the safety / linebacker who should be at linebacker. 3 tackles, 2 INTs, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. And then there's the kid Malik Brown, the Woodrow Wilson product. 7 tackles, 1 sack, 1 INT, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. That's week 4. We get to week 5. J.K. Dobbins again, 27 carries. Get used to it. 443. He went bonkers. 16.4 yards a carry. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. Isaiah Simmons, the middleman, 5 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 INT, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. On the AFC side of things, Waddle had 4 catches, 4 touchdowns, 183 on him. When it comes down to receiving, he had 183 receiving yards. Get it? 4 touches, 4 tutties. Dangerous. There's that man in the middle that's going to become the new man in the middle, and Justin Flo at 6 tackles, 4 INTs, and a T. He's different. He's going to murder somebody. He's a fucking killer. Jason is back. Remember that. All right, man. That's that. I ain't going to all the rest of that first. We're going back over here. I led off with the quarterback situation and how Lamar's the X factor, but they got him fumbling really crazy. Like, When he first started the game off, he wasn't fumbling. Then they passed it a couple times. Now he's back to fumbling every time he get touched. And I guess that's their way of saying we got to slow this fucking quarterback down some because he's just too fucking fast, man. So what they do is they make him throw a lot of errant passes and they make him fumble if you don't slide with him. Simple as that. But I ran through all the quarterbacks already, right? So when you run through the quarterbacks, I like everybody pretty much got their starters. There's a few teams that I think could really benefit from getting a quarterback out this draft. But at this point, everybody got their guy right now. So we can start really grading these quarterbacks and looking at them like who's the alpha males and who's not. When it comes down to the come down. All right. Let's get over here and talk, man. Standings. When y'all first was on here, y'all asked me who was the best division and all that good shit right now. Well, we got 4 undefeated teams right now. Cardinals is sitting at 6-0. Raiders is at 5-0. 49ers is 5-0. The Falcons is 5-0. You got to be impressed with the Giants at 4-1. Cowboys been doing this since the league started at 4-1. Then you got the Chargers 4-1. So let's talk about our top 10 BCS. Cardinals number 1. Kyler Murray is playing at a high level. 249-yard passing points for. They scored 249. They gave up 103. The Raiders have scored 187 points, gave up 117. The 49ers have scored 181 points and only given up 92. 218 for the Falcons and 110. That's our top 4. Then you get down to the next 4, and that's the Giants with 218 and 110. No, I'm sorry, 122 points scored and gave up 119. They're about even there. Cowboys scored 204 points, gave up 100. Chargers scored 254 and gave up 154 points so far. The Bucs is at 160 and only 90. I think they are the giving up the less amount of points in the league right now. All right, so number 9, Chiefs sitting at 3-1-1, and they should be 4-1 right now. We're not going to talk about that. 175-78. They only give up. The Chiefs defense is only giving up 78 points in 5 games. And just clearing the top 10 is these Baltimore Ravens. They scored 251. They get 127 right now. So that's who's doing what now. Let's go look at the divisions and see how they are right now. So to me, the AFC, like I said, the AFC North. The AFC North is crazy right now. And it's too close, too early. 4-2, 3-2, 2-3, and 2-3 right now. So the Bengals has beaten the Browns. I think the Browns have beaten the Bengals. They split already. The Ravens has beaten the Bengals. They haven't played Ravens have beaten the Browns, but haven't played the Bengals or Steelers yet. This division is even. They rocking over here, man. Let's look at the AFC South right now. So you got the Colts sitting at 3-2, Jaguars 2-4, 1-3 Texans, 0-5 Titans right now. AFC East, you got 2-3, Jets 3-3, Dolphins 1-5 for the Bills and 0-4 for the Patriots this year. AFC West, Raiders 5-0, Chargers 4-1, and again the Chiefs should be 4-1 right now, so they 3-1-1, and then these Broncos are 2-2-1, and they should actually be 2-3 right now. On the NFC side of things, man, no matter what right now, the Packers are still on top of this division at 3-2. Everybody else has 1 win. Bears, Vikings, Lions. NFC South, you got the Falcons sitting at 5-0. Bucks sitting at 3-1. Saints at 3-2. Panthers 1-3. NFC East 4-1, 4-1, 2-3, and 2-3. These guys are all rocking over here. I told you the divisions I talked about sitting pretty. 6-0, 5-0 of the 2 most active players in this division, which is the 49ers and the Cardinals right now. Both of them undefeated. Everybody else is no loss, no wins, or 1 win. Simple as that. That's our divisions right now, man. They you know, at the end of the day, you got a whole bunch of divisions that's still even Stevens across the board, where we don't know who's going to win the division right now, man. When you look at divisions, has the Cardinals won? How many times have you won a division, Boom?
Last year, 1.
Yeah, 1.
So Seahawks won it the first year. You won it the second season?
Yeah.
All right, so over here we've had 2 different division winners. Let's go back up. NFC East, the Cowboys have won it twice. Twice, right? Yeah, twice. Cowboys have won it twice, and we in the third season right now. So that's impressive what the Giants are doing right now. Now I know this division has been flopped. It seems like the Bucks usually win it. Right now the Falcons is looking like they pushing right now. So, but the Bucks have won this division for the majority of the time. And we go to the NFC North. This division has switched between the Vikings and then the Lions won it. So can the Packers, the best built team over here, can they win the division this year? AFC West, Raiders have won it both years, both starting years they won it. AFC East, they switched over here. I think the Jets won it year one, Patriots won it year two. AFC South, the Colts won this division every year so far. AFC North, the Ravens have actually won this division, but it always comes down to it was coming down to the Browns and the Ravens' second game. So I do think this division can be switched at any moment. Somebody can come out of here and win this division. But right now the Ravens has two division wins in this 2 divisional championships. How about that? Said it that way. All right, man. That's that. Let's get over here to who's doing what, where, when, how, and the effective guys. What are they doing? How they doing it? Why they doing it? Right? We're not going to see yearly stats yet until week 9. So let's get to the NFL and see who's doing what right now. So in the passing game right now, Justin Herbert is the only quarterback with 2,000 yards right now. Right behind him is Trevor Lawrence with 1,608. Behind him is Lamar Jackson with 1,588. JT Daniels, 1,478. Top 4 quarterbacks. Bryce Young, Computer Love, 1,438. Eric Mahoney, 1,388. That's 6 quarterbacks. Jay Pollard, the my player, at 1,359. Garantino, 1,347. That's 8. Jordan Love, 9. Justin Fields, 10. There's your top 10 quarterbacks passing yards at this point right now. Now, touchdowns. Who's doing what, when, why, and how? 24, Herbert. 17, Zach Wilson. Lamar Jackson with 16. Trevor Lawrence with 15. Tied with JT Daniels at 15. That's your top 5. Now, Corey Richardson has 14. He's tied with Kyler Murray. There's your 16 right there. 7, Bryce Young. 8 is Mac Jones. 9 is Eric Mahoney, tied with Garantano and Love at 9. And then Pollard is at 10 with Howell at 10 as well. So there's your top 10 right there. Who's throwing the most INTs right now? The number ain't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So 17 for Howell, 17 for Baker, 15 for Eric Mahoney, 15 for Jordan Love, 14 for Pollard, Harvey with 14, Fields with 12, Josh Allen with 12, Kyler Murray 11, Mac Jones 11, Mon 11, Holmes 11, and then we got Lamar and Garantino at 10. In the run game right now, let's see who's carrying the ball at a high level right now. Obviously, here we go. 128 for J.K. Dobbins. He's way ahead of the curve right here with carries right now. He is being an alpha male in the backfield this year. Only running back to be in 1,000 yards right now. No one's even close to it. 1,325. He's almost 700 yards more than anybody else. And he's averaging a whopping 10.4 yards a carry right now. Fucking nasty. Trey Sherman, I keep telling y'all don't sleep on him. He does have 100 carries right now, 532, average of 5.3 yards a carry. This guy is the big back, in between the tackle type guy. 3 rushing touchdowns. Martin Lawrence. My boy Jamein Martin is sitting over here chilling right now with 98 carries right now. And you don't ever get to really see Boone have a running back, so you know he's locked in this season anytime he has a running back in the top 3. With carries right now, this guy really doesn't run the ball. He throws the thing all over the park. This year, he's incorporated the run game along with the dual threat quarterback and being able to fling the ball. Hanifa Anderson is tied with 98, and then you got Cameron Harris with 90. My player Matthew Khalid with 88, and then Jamar Gibbs with 84 with Travis Etienne, and Najee Harris rounds off the rest of the guys right there. Now, with those carries, who's doing the most? Let's talk about it. Again, J.K. Dobbins is on his way to a 3,000-yard season if we keep this shit up. 1,325 yards. I told you, 10.4 yards to carry. Martin is second in the league with 675. Najee Harris, 669. Nano's favorite number, 69. Travis Etienne, 658. Michael Carter, 593. Journey Brown with 557. Trey Sherman, 532. Lorenzo Lingard, 528, and the new starting running back over there for the Baltimore Ravens, Javonte Williams, with 527, 7.3 yards a carry. Touchdown getters, who's in the end zone? 12 for Dobbs. ETN 11. Javonte Williams 10, third. Najee with 9. Martin 8. Ty with Lingard. And John Emery Jr. with 8. Then it's Journey, and then you got a bunch of 6s. 6, 6, 6, 6. And then Neef Buck at 5, right? Cool. When you get to these receivers, who's doing the most? I don't know, but I've been told that Jalen Waddle's the best wide receiver in the fucking National Football League. 32 catches. Jamar Chase right behind him with 31. Mike Harley with 30. Tight end Cole Kmet with 27. Another tight end, Jalen Weidemeyer with 27. Anthony Schwartz with 27. Devontae Adams, DJ Chark, Jalen Rieger all has 26. The newcomer, Jordan Whittington, with 25 catches right now. Yards, 948 for the kid. Jay Waddle, J-Dub balling right now, man. He's out there. He's an alien. The alien from Baltimore. Jamar Chase is finally coming into his own. We thought Jamar Chase should have been one of the guys early, but he's starting to be the guy now. They found themselves a quarterback, and they got it getting it done right now. 31 catches, 750. I like it. Devontae Smith, Smitty with 642, and then Escobar, nasty for not the Esco. He chilling with 564. Anthony Schwartz getting it done, 533. Devontae Adams, the old man, balling, 520. DJ Chark with 513. Michael Thomas with 497. And Whittington, 475 with Diami Brown with 475. All right, guys, who's getting the touchdowns, man? Waddle, 11. Devontae Smith, the Slim Reaper, 9. Jordan Whittington, take notes, pay attention. Fastest receiver to come out this year's draft, 2023 draft class, produced Jordan Whittington, who's to me is a dog in real life. You'll see for Texas as well, especially with Hudson Card throwing the ball to him. Now, we traded Tyrell Shavers last year. He was a Raven. He touched 1 touchdown, had about 3 or 4 catches that year. Now he's over here with 8 touchdowns. We gave Justin Herbert and Coach Falk a 6'6" receiver, and all he's doing is making them great. Taking him from normal to star to superstar. Can he do it? Jamar Chase with 7 touchdowns. Mookie Cooper, the young vet, the little speedster, the little slot demon, with 7 catches right now for touchdowns. Dwayne Escobar, you already know how we do with him, 6, and Schwartz with 6, and then you're going down with 5. Bunch of 5s right now. All right, man. Whose lineman is giving up the most sacks right now? Looks like Brian Clark, the Collinswood player, the my player. He ain't give up sacks when I played with him in real life. Oh, man. So then we going from 7 to 6 to 6 to 6. Uh-oh, I seen Eric Jones, you bitch. I'm about to be the first person to cut my player and my cousin. Deion Dawkins, 6. And you got a bunch of 6s right there. Lilio Collins with 5. All right, let's get out of there. Let's go look at defense right now. Hey, man, solo tackles. Let's talk about all the stats right now. Isaiah Simmons has 29 solo tackles. It's him doing it, the user. Yes. Javon Holland at safety with 27. That's not him doing it. That's computer love. Can I get one, boom? What's that again? That's what? Give it up. Computer love. Yeah, and then Shane Lee with 27 tackles. That's another computer love. Khalid Farley with 26. That's another computer love. But not this guy, Michael Wright at corner with 26. All right, man. Fuck the assistant tackles. Who's tackling players right now? 46 for Isaiah Simmons. Dylan. The hardest hitting linebacker in the league. Mekhi Parsons is a super athlete with 42 as well. Oh, man, 37 for Javon. We're not going to talk about him or Farley or Lee. We're going right to Rashaan Evans, 36, and Tremaine Edmonds, 36. And then we got the African sitting here with 35 of them things. Boys, stop playing with me. Now, who's making people get stopped in the backfield? Uh-oh. Looks like the Hawaiian is doing it right now. Teliano Hufanga with 11 of them things, bro. Look, Mekhi Parsons from Penn State, 8. And then you got Isaiah Loudermilk for the Ravens with 8. Ed Oliver for the Bills, 8. Joshua Candoa. Damn, Mike got a lot of these guys getting tackles for losses right now. Joshua Candoa with 7. Shane Lee with 7. KJ Britt Adam Anderson with 7. Then you got a bunch of 6s with Watt, Tony, Gross Matos, Hutchison, Malik Brown, Isaiah Simmons, the African, and so on, right? I do see a lot of Bills up here though right now, man. Now who's getting the sacks right now? All right, so Chris Rump had that 5-sack game, so that bumps him to 9 right now. Isaiah Simmons at 8.5 sacks, the African with 8. Myles Garrett 6.5. Chris Orlando 6. DeMarcus Lawrence with 5.5. Josh Allen with 5.5. Adam Anderson with 5. Vicky D with 5. You got Damon Clark, Max Crosby, Quiddy K. Now I go that far down because you got to go to the AFC and find things, and then the NFC because they be tripping. And we didn't find. All right, so right now they got it right now. So let's get back to the NFL. Who is picking off the football? There it goes. The new man, Jason. Friday the 13th. Justin Flo. 8 INTs on the season right now. Another ex-Raven, Rashad Wild Goose, is with 6 picks for the Chiefs right now. James Wiggins, the safety / sub linebacker / play everywhere but where you're supposed to be at. 5 sacks right now. 5 INTs right now. Then Mike Gakayar Ilam sitting here with 5. Trey Brown is a shutdown pass forward with 5. You got Denzel Ward, the shutdown quarter, Lamont Wade, the safety, and then you got Richard LeCount, the third, with 4, and then a whole bunch of 4s from now right now. Pay attention to Jamon Eford, still of the draft. The Cardinals got this linebacker, 92 speed, 88 acceleration, pick 6 in his first game as a rookie, and all he's been doing is playing at a high level. Now, what corners is out here shutting shit? Let's talk about it. Hey, Justin Flo with 6 passes. He in the corner. I'm looking for corners. There we go. Shaquille Griffin with 6. You got Trill, the trillest corner in the league. Trill Williams with 6 pass breakups. Derek Stingley, nobody can throw to his side, period. And in his side, whoever he covering, forget about it. Armir Speed with 5, and then we got a whole. I'm looking for corners. That's it. Martin Johnson 5, and Jeff Okudah's back at corner with 5. Sean Wade corner 5. Boom. Talk about Sean Wade, man. How you thought he was a sleeper of that first draft, bro. What is he doing for this Cardinals defense?
Man, he's the best corner, man. I thought it was gonna be Byron Murphy, man. But hey, he's my number 1 shutdown, man. Like he get a pick pretty much every game. Best corner in the league.
X Factor too. You did that from a star to an X Factor. Now let me ask you a question. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Let's talk about it. Is this the best corner in the league?
Man, I think so. I think so. The only problem is he's not one of those corners that can follow, man. So I'm just saying he's the best corner, man, but he still got some work to do.
So like a Richard Sherman type corner, man, sitting in his zone, picking shit off, he hold his side down. Not the guy you want to follow the best receiver all over the field, lock him down one-on-one, man-to-man. He's the guy that he's just an island, bro. He's just wherever he's at, he make plays.
Yeah.
All right. 77 tackles. He do tackle the ball. He do make tackles. 61 tackles in 2022, and right now he had 33. So he's going to get that same situation again. He's going to be somewhere between 60 to 70 tackles on the year. Right now he has a sack in the backfield and 4 INTs. His rookie year he had 8, which is solid right now. 3 second year and 4 this year right now leading on. When we talk about top tier corners, man, we're going to take some looks at these corners. We'll go back to the INTs real fast. All right, so you got Rashad Wild Goose, who's a superstar. He was a superstar the moment he came out the draft. He never got drafted. This guy was a drafted free agent, whatever you want to call him. I picked him up out of free agency. Never really got a chance to play with him. Traded him right to the Chiefs. I don't think he's the Chiefs' number 1 corner over here, even though he's on superstar. I don't think he's the Chiefs' number 1 corner. I think that the fact that they got another corner from the Baltimore Ravens makes that guy their number 1 right now. But he's a guy that will tackle the ball carrier. With 54 his first year, 73 this year, second year. Now this is the first year he's starting to get to them. And maybe the game slowed down for him, Boom, because he only had 1 pick in 21, 1 pick in 22. Now he's at 6 right now. Now, when you got a guy that's developing in his 3rd year, that's the development you want to see. But we can't deem him one of the best corners or anything like that just because they got the most picks. He got some work to do. But I like the fact that he's up there. That's solid. Now let's go look at the next corner up here. Khalid Farley, I'm not talking about at all. He's a dog, the number 2 corner in the first draft. But you got to be active to be getting any type of talk right now. Now Sean Wade, again, sitting right here. We just spoke about it. Boone will say he's the best corner in the league. I do think he has an argument. Now, when you say shut down, that means you got to better play man-to-man, man. You got to better follow the best receiver all over the field and shut him down. Have you had a game that he's done that yet?
Nah, I don't play him like that.
Right. That doesn't take away how good he is. You know what I'm saying? But when we're talking about shutdown, we want that. That's what we're looking for. But I think you got your model of a Richard Sherman, bro. Like I think you got that type of player where, he's a dog. He's smart. He's not going to give up a lot of shit. He's always going to be in the right spots. So I like him as one of the top tier corners in the league. I'll put that up. Now Mikal Wright in his second season right now. Let's go take a look at this guy. See what he's been doing for these Ravens. Got him up to a superstar. He had 11 picks last year in his first season as a rookie, bro. 6 tackles for loss, 62 tackles, a sack and a half, and 11 picks right now. He's the guy that if he can do it again right now, he only got 1 pick right now in 6 games. If this guy can get him back somewhere between 8 to 10 picks this year, then we're looking at a corner that's going to make his own name right now. But at this point, he hasn't made his own name right now. Not yet. Like, he got to do it more than 1 season. But he's on the watch list right now. Let's keep talking about some of these corners. Let's go find some corners. All right, we said Sean Wade already. Mackay. We got here. We got to find another corner. Here we go. Isaac Taylor Stewart right now. Let's go through the league. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it this way. And we're gonna start from B. All right. So boom, we're looking at the Bears corners. They got Jalen Johnson. That's a real player. So they got Tyson Campbell over here. Aaron Rodgers, Chase Lucas from Arizona State. I like these guys. Tyson Campbell was a big name coming out of college. I'm not gonna. We can't even sit here and spend too much time on the Bears corner to even see if we're talking about a shutdown or a legit corner, right? Like I just don't see me stand over here. I know Tyson Campbell's here. I think he has the potential with that speed to be really solid over here. And shit, bro. Man, look at the credentials. 6'3", 180 fucking 5, bro. 95 speed, 95 excel. All right, yeah, no shutdown here. Bengals with Tim Stewart. Let's see what I will stop right here. Let's see what Tim Stewart has done so far. All right, so Tim Stewart had 9 picks, 75 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 9 picks. He has 3 right now. I like Tim. Tim does follow around. He plays a lot of zone. But Tim does, he can play. And actually, I'm not even going to do that. Tim they play zone a lot for the Bengals right now. And in that system, man, this guy is the guy you can stay away from. They can come play man, and he can guard some of the top corner receivers in the league. He has to face some really good receivers week in and week out in the AFC North alone. So for him to have them 9 picks and have 3 right now, I think this is the guy that's on the watch list in that second draft. Bills. All right, so the Bills got Kyer Elam. He's balling right now, but no. Broncos, I don't see a corner over there that I respect. They did pick up Akeem Dent in the draft, but I don't see a corner over there that I should even look at. And you know what? Maybe Robert Rochelle. Let's see a little bit. 7'5", solid corner. No, nobody that makes you have to adjust some of your offensive play calling at all. Browns. Denzel Ward is the fucking truth, bro. Ain't no way around that shit. This is a legit shutdown corner in the league, flat out. I don't care if the guy don't have the biggest numbers. I don't care about none of that shit. So I'm coming back right here. He had 10 and 21, 4 and 4. Denzel can literally lock down anybody's number 1 receiver at any moment, bro. Like flat out shutdown corner in the league. Not the best shutdown corner in the league right now, but he's a monster, bro. I seen this guy pick off 5 yards behind a drag, catch up to it and pick it off. I seen him pick off 3 slants against me in the red zone where I'm beating him on the slant, he recovered. Like he's that type of guy. And you could do that with a guy like that with 90-something speed, 90-something acceleration. Like this guy is flying. So at the end of the day, Denzel Ward's the guy right now. I like him at the shutdown. Now the Bucks got system corners over here. Bottom line. Now Carlton Davis had a good year last year, but at the end of the day, the Bucks got system corners over here. Cardinals again. Sean Wade. Yes, Sean Wade's one of those top tier corners. At this point, I could see him in the top 5. All right, so the Chargers do got the best corner on the game right now with J.C. Horn, and I think it's truth behind it. I know, it's that's your boy Falky, this and that, but I think I can ask 3 or 4 other guys that don't be on chat with us every night that'll sit here and agree with the comment I'm making. 15 picks in year 1, 10 in year 2. Shutdown corner. Bottom line, not giving up a lot of catches. He can lock down anybody's number 1 receiver, and he can take that guy out of the game flat out. So to me, this is the best corner in the league right now. Chiefs. All right, so like I said, we got no Sean Wright and Wild Goose. They just got to get active. The Colts, Rocky Asima's sleeper corner, but I don't think there's a shutdown on this team. Now, Trey Brown for the Cowboys is playing at a high level. This guy has the potential to be a shutdown. I'm going to look at him and see if I'm going to call him a shutdown or not. So, boom, 10 picks year 1, 11 in year 2. He has 5 right now. Legit shutdown corner right now.
Yeah, shutdown. Yeah. He already beat last year already.
Mm-hmm. Yo, he had 5 right now. We ain't even halfway through the season. Yeah, this guy, look. And his first season, 52 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 10 picks. And his second season, 65 tackles. He went up on tackles. 7 tackles for loss, went up there and went up 1 on the pick right now. He's on pace to that. Now, the tackles is low right now, but he's on pace right now. I think this guy can follow number 1s all over the field as well, too. Shutdown. Legit numbers, too. Legit numbers. Stephon Gilmore is on the Dolphins now. And with Stephon Gilmore being over here, we all know who he is. My thing is, at 32 years old, does anybody fear Stephon Gilmore at this point?
Nah, he's still a dog, man. With 93 speed, I think they better fear him, man. If they don't, they're crazy. I definitely tried to get him over here.
Right.
Would have been nasty. Would have got him.
I mean, if you look at the 3 cornerbacks over here, the Dolphins got it right now. They got Stephon Gilmore, veteran. They got Byron Jones, veteran on Superstar. Then Martin Johnson at 6'3", the up-and-comer kid from the rookie season last year. He can be a problem as well. So they kind of got it right now. I like the Dolphins. Stephon is the shutdown. Patrick Surtain, man, the number 1 corner that came out in the first draft. Let's see what Mark's doing with this guy right now, man. He was a shutdown coming out. 6'2". He's tackling guys right now, but no. 8 picks in 3 years, 2.5 seasons right now. Nah. Patrick Surtain is, I would say that he, you have to know where he's at on the field, but I don't think he's a shutdown at all. Falcons don't have a shutdown yet. They do got some corner help coming right now. Marlon Humphreys, Marcus Peters. I think this about the 49ers. I think the 49ers are legit at corner. They load it, as you can see, there's 20 of them over here. They load it over here with corners. And their top 2 guys can shut down any receivers in the league at any moment. And this is why it's hard to, even though they're not playing a lot of man-to-man, these guys are such seasoned veterans, man. Their high awareness they can play football over here with anybody. So Marlon Humphrey has 99 awareness, and Marcus Peters has 95 awareness. You're not throwing the ball anywhere you want when they on the field. Simple as that. So the 49ers as a whole has a really good, legit cornerback, bunch of corners over there. The Giants drafted a bunch of corners and got them out of free agency as well in the first draft. No one stepped up yet to be their guy over here, though. So as a whole, they all still developing and trying to get to that point. Jaguars don't play enough. The Giants. Yeah. The Jets, I don't think they have a true number 1 corner over here at all. The Lions, I think Amir Speed had a good season last year. If he can continue that, we're looking at a guy that we can pay attention to. He had 10 picks last year, man. 48 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 10 picks. Right now he has 1 pick, 2 tackles for loss, 19 tackles. If he can get somewhere between 7 to 10 picks this year, we're looking at a guy we can pay attention to. All right, let's leave the Lions alone. Take a look at these Packers right now. All right, so the Packers got some really good corners over here, bro. They got one of the fastest corners in the league with Eric Stokes. I know you see Stokes on there, but the game don't let us spell Stokes for whatever reason. So Eric Stokes is his real name. That's the Georgia guy that ran a 4.28 or 4.24 or some shit like that. And they still got Jai Alexander. Do you worry about Jai Alexander as a shutdown, Boom?
Yeah, that's one corner, but you gotta worry about.
Gotta worry about him. Yep, I like it. Hand me a soda, bit. Now let's see what Stokes is doing. Thank you. 5'3". All right, so the speed ain't really like but he got a lot of tackles, I'll tell you that. All right, so let's get to these Panthers. Nobody cares. Patriots, they don't have nobody over here. They got rid of their shutdown corner. Raiders, honestly, the Raiders got shutdown corners no matter. They could be a 65 overall. It doesn't matter. Simple as that. So the Raiders is good. I know he got 30 corners on his roster right now. Mykal Wright is stepping into the guy to be the best corner on this team, but they got a bunch of good corners over here on the low. So we let them get really good corners in the second draft because Andrew Booth from Clemson is a dog. Chris Ingram can be a ball player for this guy over here. The funny thing is Clay Brooks played better than all these guys, honestly. And then you got Mykal Wright stepping into his own. So now is there a shutdown? They play a lot of man right now, man. So I think as a whole their secondary but it really runs through their safeties right now. I'm not going to say they have a shutdown corner yet. Is Mykal Wright on his way to that? I think so, but he's not there yet. All right, and the Rams, Jalen Ramsey. Are you still worrying about Jalen Ramsey, Boom?
Yeah, that's another man. Yeah, he's still a top 5 corner, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
I agree.
You can't, yeah.
I agree with no problem there. Jalen is still Jalen. And the Ravens, man. All right, so you got Trill Williams over here. I'm gonna take a look in the Trill, see what type of player he is. 8 picks, 3 picks right now. I don't see Trill as a shutdown. I do think he's more of a slasher because he can play either or, safety or corner. Definitely not a shutdown. But I do think Stingley's a shutdown right now. In one quick season, Stingley's a shutdown corner.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
And one quick season, right? And one quick season. He got 3 picks at this point right now.
She got a pick 6, don't I? I think I seen a pick 6 in like one of them guys.
Yeah, he took one to the crib, but he had 17 last year, 28 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 picks right now. So yeah, Stingley's a shutdown corner for sure. And then the next shutdown corner, I don't know if you'll agree with me, Boom, but Israel M over here for the Washington football team definitely is an alpha male at corner, bro.
He might be, man. I don't know.
6 picks in year 1, 65 tackles, 53 tackles, and then 9 picks last year. He had 4 right now.
Yeah, you probably get to him. Yeah.
All right, so we slide away from there. Go look at these Saints. Don't see a shutdown on this side over here. They got a unit. No shutdowns over here. Wait, Shaquille Griffin, man. What would you call him? Would you think you play him twice a season? Shaquille Griffin a shutdown?
Yeah, man. Nah, he ain't no shutdown, man. He a tough quarterback though. He tough.
All right, system player. Steelers don't have a shutdown corner over here. Texans don't have a shutdown corner over here. Titans don't have a shutdown corner over here at all either. Down to Vikings. The Vikings don't have a shutdown at all either. All right, so there are your corners right now. Let's talk about the running back position right now, man. Your top 5 scariest running backs in the league right now.
Top 5. You got to go with I think you got to go with T running back, man.
Yep,
T
Michael Carter.
Back.
I like.
I would say Nano, man, but I ain't scared of Nano running back, man. Cause you know what you're gonna get, man.
Yeah, you're gonna get 25 to 30 carries a game with Nano.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's either stop it or you can't. You know what I mean? There ain't no mixing it up, so you know what you're gonna get. I think I gotta go with Falk running back.
I like Falk. I was gonna say I like Falk's running back as the second best running back, but I think Travis Etienne could push that second envelope though. So I think it's a toss up between Travis Etienne and Najee Harris as the number 2 back in the league. We'll go look at that in a second. I just don't want to just go past.
I was gonna go with him 3 because I actually play him. You know what I mean? I play him. You know what I mean? And he get off sometime, but you know he ain't really too tough to stop. But I haven't played for with him yet, so I see what he do with him. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, he's different, bro. He break tackle. But this is why I didn't want to go that far yet, because we just can't go past the fact that Nano going to run the ball. Everybody in the league know Nano's going to run the ball. Everybody in the league has problems with that run game. You know what I'm saying? And he did it with more than one running back. Now he got J.K. Dobbins is light years ahead of everybody. Until T watches this and see that J.K. already got 1,300 yards, and then next thing you know, Michael Carter be right back up there looking like, hold up, don't forget who I am. So with that being said, I can't just slide past what J.K. Dobbins doing. I don't think he had the boy didn't start till week 6 last year, and Dan there rushed for 2,000 yards. Are you impressed with that, or you just think it's like, all right, well, whoever's the start running back getting the fucking football all game long? So he just broke the record. He just broke the record with like 449 yards rushing in one game. He just took that record down.
You got to be impressed with it, but until he got rush for that 3,000, 4,000 yards and do some crazy shit. Yeah. Because I don't know who he ran for 400 yards against.
The Bengals last night put up a big output in the run game against the Bengals.
I think is he ass?
No, he not ass.
Sound like he ass.
No, he not ass. No, he not ass, bro. Okay. I'm playing twice a year. He's pretty right.
I just said that because I know I got to play him still.
All right. Oh, shit. Putting that bullseye on your back.
Already.
You already know how you are. You don't give a fuck. Put that bullseye. Put that shit on my back. I don't care. But, yeah, I like J.K. Dobbins. But now, let's get back to this Travis Etienne and Najee Harris. All right? So we're going to go to Travis first, right? As a whole, running back right now, man. Because we looking at this is the number 2 or 3 running back in the league. I really feel that way. I'm impressed with D West. Because, we all know D West is a guy, I'm not saying he's the best passer in the league, but he throw the ball all game long more than anything. Gonna roll out with that quarterback and let that bitch go. Travis Etienne, year 1, 2,027 yards, year 2, 1,822. He at 658 right now. 31 touchdowns, 24 touchdowns, 11. That's the run game, right? We just strictly talking about running. Now, let's go see Najee for a second. All right, so Najee had 1,480 in it as a rookie, 17 touchdowns. Then he comes back second year, 2,140. 29 rushing touchdowns right now. He has 669 and 9 touchdowns right now, man. Who is the better back between those two? I mean, you can go 2A, 2B.
Yeah, you gotta get it. Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. Etienne. Only because of his rookie season.
Yep.
Just because of his rookie season. That's it.
So the household, the uncle and the nephew has the top 2 running backs in the league. Then there's Najee Harris, and then that fourth slot. In that fourth slot, who are you willing to go with? Let's look at some of these running backs in the league. All right, the Chiefs know. The coach, Jonathan Taylor. Let's take a look at him. See what he's done in his 3 seasons. All right. And 21, he's been a 1,000-yard rusher, 1235, 21 touchdowns. Last year, he had 2,275 yards, 35 touchdowns. Right now, he got 419 and 6. Can we put him in the top 5 with these numbers? I don't want to just look at the numbers. I mean, numbers don't lie. We want to look at like, God damn, this nigga shitting with this guy. So like you ain't played Falk, but you see it. You know what I'm saying? Dan Najee off the hook. You've played the Cowboys, and you see what he's doing at the same time. Like you see what Nano's doing. Like so, I think Jonathan Taylor needs another big year, and then we can look at it that way, right? I do think Neefbuck is playing at a high level. He had a great rookie year, got offensive rookie of the year. AFC's best running back. I'm sorry. He was the AFC best running back. But I don't think the numbers are super impressive to the point where, because everybody can get 1,300 yards rushing, 1,400 yards rushing. Yeah. Everybody can get that. Falcons, we know the Niners look like. Jaguars, Jets, looking for running back right now. Okay, I'm stopping at the Journey Brown Express. We're on this journey now. Let's talk about it. Last year, the boy had 1,787 yards as a rookie, 27 touchdowns. Right now, he had 557 and 7. Just not enough years under his belt to really call him one of the best.
Yeah, I don't think he's balling, but I don't think he's shit. I don't know, man. I can't go off with my game. He was just playing because he ain't do shit. So
Nah, but you can go off of that. You played him. Simple as that. All right, so
man, he definitely
most
ain't
start
even
used to be a dog. Most start used to be a dog, and the problem is he's a Patriot.
Oh, that's a graveyard spot. Hey, I thought that motherfucker retired.
Yeah, I'm going through. I haven't really. Oh yeah, all right, here's a guy I'm impressed with. I play him twice a year. Trey Sherman, man, for the Steelers, bro. This guy took him from a star to a superstar X factor, and he's been a 1,000-yard back. 20 touchdowns in his rookie year, 7 touchdowns last year. And that's the thing I don't like. You went from 20 to 7 touchdowns. You went 16, 77, 13, 46. I like him as a back you got to worry about, but I don't think he's the guy. Outside of that, there's really no other running backs that I can look at so far that's really wow you off the wall values right now. So let's go leave that position alone. Let's talk about wide receivers in the league. Boom. I'm leaving it up to you. Who's the guy? Who's the alpha male of the alpha males?
Oh man, that receiver, man, that's tough, man, because we got guys playing with multiple receivers, man, not just doing it with one receiver.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that boy Waddle, man, it's tough to go against him. Every time I turn on the TV, man, he going yard and shit, man. So I got to get that shit to Waddle, man. Being that there's nobody else even close to him in yards. You know what I mean?
Right. So let's take a look at it. Waddle in his 3 short seasons, 2.5 seasons, we'll go look at what he's doing. All right, so as a rookie, the guy caught 80 passes for 2,423 yards, 29 touchdowns. Last year, he went dummies, 10 less catches, 2,405 yards, 36 touchdowns. He's already at 11, almost 1,000 yards right now. Impressive. I do agree. I think he's the number 1 receiver in the league right now. Before I go to the football team, let's go to the guy who threw the ball. Let's go look at these Chargers right now, man. Because he like caught up with me. Like I was like going crazy. Nobody was nowhere near me in passing yards, and then 5 games later, this guy is beating me in yards and shit. So you thought it would be Devontae Smith over there, but the guy that's really the guy over here is Escobar. So let's take a look at him. Rookie year, 1,484, 18 touchdowns. Last year, 2,422, 35 touchdowns. He got 6 touchdowns right now with 564. Who else is getting production out of their receivers right now? All right, so we got Waddle at 1. Are you willing to pit Devontae Smith or Escobar at 2 at all, or should we keep looking?
Man, so you got to put Devontae. Devontae is the man.
All right, but he ain't even the best receiver on his team, though.
Hey, shit, he was last year.
So what about Amari Cooper for the Cowboys? 63 catches, 1,484, 14 touchdowns. He followed that up with 61 catches, 1,329, 11 touchdowns. We'll swing back that way. Who else got a receiver that's always up there? Let's go look at the Bucks. Chris Godwin. Let's take a look at his numbers. In 21, he had 1607, 17 touchdowns, 1498 the next year. We got to find him. I don't see nobody. I mean, if I go to T-Team, you can still go to T-Team and look at any of those receivers right now.
Yeah.
Let's look at Henry Ruggs, see what he's done in his short career. All right, 21, he had 1450, 15 touchdowns. Last year, he had 20 touchdowns, 1555, and 20 teeth. Right now, he only got 384 yards and 3 touchdowns right now. Damn, Boom. Who's your number 2 receiver? You saying you going with Devontae Smith?
Yeah, I gotta go with Devontae, man.
All right. And 3 is 3 Escobar?
Yeah, man, it seemed that way, man. Honestly, man. Without fucking going through everybody else.
Shit, what about that my player over there for the Washington football team, bro? 2 Pro Bowls. Let's go look at the numbers. 14, 29, 20 touchdowns. Last year he had 62 catches again. Does that hurt him? The fact that he had 2 reception seasons, but one he was 200 yards less than and 10 touchdowns less. So look at him. 1296, 1429, 34 touchdowns in 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons right now.
I don't know if it really hurt him, man. It just depends on who he picked up, man. You know, maybe he was trying to get somebody else involved.
Yeah, and it was Terry McLaurin last year. I don't see nobody that's like off the wall like after that, bro. Like I'm really not seeing nobody that's off the wall after that, where it's like you gotta be scared of this guy. Like, oh my God, he a dog. Watch
coming up. Shit, I don't know. Do you gotta throw Shavers in there? Shit. Just over this season?
I mean, no, I'm not throwing Shavers in there right now because
the real deal yet?
Not yet, nah. That's easy stats right now. That don't make them nah.
You picking on niggas? I got
you. Yeah, something like that. I mean, Rondell Moore. What about Rondell Moore, bro, for the Broncos? Let's see what he's done in his career. All right, I mean, he's consistently getting 1,600. Look, 1631, 19 touchdowns, 71 catches last year, 1602, 13 touchdowns. Solid slot receiver.
Yeah, you can go there, man. It seems like he ain't doing shit with him, though. Like this year,
because he's quiet, he's losing. Yeah, it's because he's losing games right now, man. Odell Beckham. I really don't see nobody else outside of those ones we just talked about that really is like, you gotta worry about him right now. Like, yeah, man, I'm going through. What about, I mean, shit, Tyreek Hill's always a threat, but let's see the numbers. I mean, 1674, 19 touchdowns, 1178, 11 touchdowns. He got 5 right now. Yeah, I think it's those guys, those 3 that we talked about, and then I like Hitter's receiver because I watch all his games. Like, I mean, we watch each other's games. What I will say about Hitter receiver here, dunk on you. He kind of got like a little bit of everything in his game, bro. Like he's a deep threat. He can go get the 50-50 ball. He's definitely a threat that you got to worry about. You got to know where he is on the field. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. You played him.
Yeah.
You played him twice already. I don't know if you feel that way about him, about the guy, but to me, I see him. I like Amari Cooper too, though. I like Amari Cooper because I see what he's been doing with Amari. You know what I'm saying? Like he's made him relevant every year. Outside of that, man, I don't see nothing else over here that we can really hang our hat on and be like, yep, he's an alpha male. So that's crazy. The receiver position is really like still light right now, man.
Yeah.
Is it because the leagues are running league?
Yeah, that's what it was saying. Like, man, it seems like everybody running. It seems like that's the easiest thing to do, man. Especially when Madden fucking up and they don't let the receivers go and get the balls.
Pretty much. I mean, that's the safest thing to do. Go to the run game and stick with it all game long. Like, yep, that's it right there. Run it easy, man. I mean, this season we got 4 undefeated teams left right now, which is crazy. Let's see how long that's gonna last. You and your opponent in the NFC West right now is going crazy. He got a big win under his belt. He beat the Ravens by 7 the other night. You beat the Ravens. Y'all both got the same type of schedule. Y'all both running through y'all opponents right now.
Your mic just cut off?
Huh?
Oh, so I thought your mic cut off.
Nah, my bad. I started reading what he just wrote. I was reading a comment just now. But how important is that game? Do y'all both stay undefeated before y'all play each other?
Yeah, I think we stay undefeated, man. Before we play each other. I don't see D West beat me, and I don't see Albert beat me. Albert ass, he probably about to go back to tank mode.
So let's look at the schedules coming up. So all right, so Nano got the Rams football team bye week, then he got the Eagles, then he play you. Do you see anybody, Rams football team or Eagles, being able to beat Nano?
I see Nano struggling against the football team just because of that defense. And he gonna have to throw the ball. He gonna have to throw the ball. But then with Palomalu's goddamn grandson, who the fuck he is,
right?
I don't know.
Man.
That motherfucker big as hell. We had to run away from his ass.
Yep, this is an alert game right here. This is that. This is that
Yeah.
game where it's like, yeah, you undefeated right now, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He undefeated right now. He playing good football right now. The problem is this. Everybody knows this. You hold his running back. That not even you don't have to shut him down. He can have 170 yards, 180 yards. But if he can't hit a home run on you, and you can stop him for having to run, having 3 touchdowns in a game for 40 yards or more, and he has to really start throwing the football. You get him the third down. Can Nano win a game when he's forced to have to pass? And that's what it comes down to.
I don't know, man. I don't think so, man. I think he won the game passing, you know, but I don't know. It was kind of shaky for what I seen. It wasn't like he wasn't comfortable passing. It was kind of he got some passes off, but I don't think he's comfortable passing, man. So that's why he run the ball 30 times. But I don't know, man. I think the football team got the fucking defense to definitely contain them.
Yeah. And it comes down to, you know, everybody getting picked up, and he goes 40. Like our game, first play of the game, 75 yards. Next 3 plays, 2, 3, 4 yards here, 3 yards here, touchdown, right? Then it was like, to me, we contained the run game, but we turned the ball over. So my thing is, I got him the third down about 4 times in that game, and he converted one of them. 3rd and 28, he threw a prayer up, and his fucking Diggs comes down with the shit. Boom, touchdown. Now, my thing is this. If you can't get him the third down, you can't beat him because he's not turning the ball over. So you're not going to beat him. Look, this is why he's so dangerous right now, and I think we need to respect this. And this is him, nobody else. This is him doing it. You can dominate a ball game against Nando stat-wise. It doesn't matter if you turn the ball over, because that's the one spot you're not going to win in. He's not turning the ball over. You're rarely going to see him fumble, and the only way you get him to turn the ball over is if you make him throw, and not a lot of teams has made him throw the football. His losses come when he has to, when he's playing behind the sticks, third down. Simple as that. So if you can't get him off the field on third down, you can't beat this team, because if you got to throw because his defense is solid. It's crazy people don't give him the respect that he needs. He has a really solid defense. His game is hard to play him because he's not going to do nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like that. How do I say this? That robotish football style of playing on defense is legit. And then we don't really pay attention to the fact that you can't really move Peters or Humphreys. Like they two top tier corners in the league, right? So if you don't trick his user, because he's pretty good in a run with the guy he's using. Like I've played him a lot where, let me see, I played him yesterday, and I gotta give him credit. When I ran to his user side, he usually made the play or made me have to, you know, bounce it out a little bit more. Like he usually made the play with the user. So the problem is if he's washed out with that user, everything else is like playing a computer, if that makes sense to you.
Right.
So outside of his user, the rest of it is like being in practice mode, playing against the computer, or, you know, playing a computer at the end of the day. So because he's not clicking on the other motherfuckers and getting to it to give me that, those type of shit, he's not doing all that. He's going to user his user and going to allow you to make mistakes. And 9 out of 10, you're not going to bomb him all to death or nothing like that. So think about this. You put 4 drives together. You threw 2 picks on them drives. He put 4 drives together, and it's nothing but running. And what happens is he has the momentum at all the time. So things are likely to happen to you before it happens to him. And that's what makes him great right now. And I don't care if you're listening to me say this, not too many people can line up and do that shit.
No.
Simple as that. Not too many people can line up and do that shit. So at the end of the day, it comes down to can you get him the third down, right? So when it comes down to y'all playing each other, you know what I mean? Like, again, it comes down to you making him pass the football. Simple as that. Now, your offense doesn't change. You don't change things up. You play how you play when you play him, and you're successful in moving the ball up and down the field. Do you feel like you can win both those games this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely confident I can win both of those games, man. Yeah.
They time football because y'all both playing at a high level right now, man. So I like it coming down the stretch. Let's look at the Cardinals schedule coming down the stretch. All right, so you got the Ravens 17-14, beat the brakes off the Rams. Seahawks didn't play you. Eagles 21-9. Football team 59-17. You've scored 118 points in the last 2 games, boom. On legit users too. Football team and Lions. Now coming down the stretch, you got the Cowboys. You go on the bye. Can you come out of this game undefeated? You go to that bye. You get some rest. Then you got Albert, 49ers, Seahawks if you play, Steelers, Rams, Bucks, 49ers, Bengals, Browns. Your schedule ain't super easy coming down the stretch at all. How do you feel about this schedule, man? Can this be 17-0, 16-0 year?
Yeah, no, I think I'm going undefeated this year.
So that means the Giants is going to lose to you. The Cowboys are going to lose to you. Nano going to lose. Seahawks going to lose. Steelers going to lose. Rams. Bucks going to lose to you. 49ers going to lose to you. Bengals and Browns. If you on this roster, on this schedule, and you heard what that man just said, if you're on this schedule and you don't take that shit personal right now, then you don't have a dog in you at all right now. This man said he going undefeated with the Cowboys on schedule. Giants, you don't even respect the Giants. I heard you calling butt already. 49ers on schedule. Seahawks, Steelers, Ravens. Oh shit. All right, so down the stretch, look at some of these schedules down the stretch. Look what Nano has going on down the stretch. All right, so again, the Nano got Rams. That's the first win. Football team, that's the game we got to worry about. Then you got the Eagles. Mark can be a tricky game, but I don't think he really going to have to worry about this game. Then you got the Cardinals. Browns is going to be a tough game. I think the Falcons is going to be a tough game. If the Seahawks play him, it can be a tough game. The Seahawks, the first win against the Seahawks is a thank you, and Cowboys, D West. That's a tough game. Now, he dominated D West in Game of Thrones, so but D West is a different player now. D West lost to Nano for one reason. D West threw the ball 40 times a game. Now he's not. He's running the ball 20 times a game now. So this is an interesting game right now. So I'm going to look at my boy and I'm going to say he beats the Eagles. Whew, y'all got a tough game. I can't call this game. I think the Browns can be sneaky too. This can be one of those games where you drop a game you ain't supposed to drop in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, I could beat the Browns. And then you drop that game. Falcons is a steep drop game, too, as well. You got to pay attention to them. They undefeated right now. Seahawks probably won't even be playing this game at this point. Then you got the Cowboys, Cardinals, Steelers, and then Coach DC. Man, if you can come out of this schedule, the rest of these games with only 2 losses, you're sitting in a good situation and might be the number 1 seed in the NFC. I like that situation. Look at the Falcons schedule down the stretch right now. All right, so I will say this. Falcons beat up on the Titans 46-31. Comes back, get the Bears 49-6. Gets the Saints 34-21. But then he gets 2 forced wins back-to-back here. So now he got the Panthers. That's another forced win. Now he comes back. The Bucks game is going to be important. The Bucks, Lions, Saints are all games that he's going to be on alert on, right? Come out of that bye. If he can escape to this bye undefeated, then he has the Texans, Nano. Look at this schedule. Texans, Nano, Hitter, Coach DC 404, the new Vikings, the Colts, and then the Bucks. Like, this schedule is tough as fuck coming down the stretch. Do you see the Falcons starting off 5-0, and do you see them in the playoffs, or do you think this schedule down the stretch can make him not make the playoffs?
Oh, no, definitely not make the playoffs, man. But then again, it depends on what the people in his division do too. But they got to play against those same people.
Right. He got the Bucks coming up twice still. Again, I think the Lions is a hard game. I think the Saints can be a tricky game at times. Texans, I think he can get that dub. Nano's going to be a hard game. Football going to be a hard game. Coach DC 404 a hard game. New Vikings don't know how he played, but I do know Max Payne going to be a hard game. And then you got the Bucks again. Schedule tough down the stretch, man. Definitely tough down the stretch. Let's check out the Ravens down the stretch right now. So now the Ravens are going to get inside their division. They got the Steelers, Texans, Rams. They go into that bye. They come out of that bye with the Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Bengals. Right there, that stretch right there to me is off the hook. That's off the hook tough right now with 2 losses already. So I think we come out of this stretch, honestly, no disrespect to the Steelers. I think we get the Steelers here on a roll. Then we get the Texans and the Rams. Then we go into our bye. So we go into our bye. Then we come back, and then it's just tough football. Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Seahawks, Raiders down the stretch. This is tough, bro. This is a tough ass schedule down the stretch. This is tough. We try to knock everybody head off coming down the stretch. All my them young boy linebackers is one's unlocked already. Pay attention. They ain't gonna be too dumb. But yeah, it's gonna be hard down the stretch. Who else got it? Let's look at the Raiders schedule. I went the wrong goddamn way. Let's look at these Raiders. They undefeated still, even though I went to my team, we undefeated. All right, so the Colts, if they even play that game, Chargers, this is a big game right here. This is the game right here, the game of the century. This game is big for two reasons. Falk loses this game, he loses the division. That 9 out of 10 will have him as the 5th seed again. You know how hard it is to keep playing from the 5th seed?
Yeah, man. Shit, Madden happens.
Yep. So he has to win this game, and then he need one of us on his schedule to win. So this is important. So if Max Payne play this game, man, hopefully Max can give him a game. If not, it's up to Falk to give him a game, or he's going undefeated from there. Then he got the Broncos, Patriots, Chiefs, Packers, Bears, Broncos, Dolphins, Chiefs, and then the Ravens. So he got two. To me, I see two potentials, maybe three potential teams that can really give him a game or even beat him at this point right now. So I like what he got going on down the schedule. It looks hard, but I think the game of the life right here is right here. Chargers, Raiders. This does a lot for morale, man. Falk lose to him again because Falk swept him and then lost those games down the stretch because he was all rookies all over the field in season 1, which made him play from like the 5th seed as well. Then, or the second seed, wherever he played from, right? But then now T has beaten Falk twice last year and once this year, so that's 3 wins in a row for the Raiders. This is a mental game right here, man. This is a mental game for Falk right now. Like the pressure on Falk more than it is T. Falk has to win this ball game.
Oh yeah, he definitely does, man. Like T trying to take over, man. That top player in the league. I think he's already taking it over just for this Madden. But
for this, yes, I give it to him. For this, he definitely is. My thing is, like Falk's not that far behind him. I don't even think I'm that far behind him, especially if you're going off the Super Bowls and shit in Game of Thrones. I don't think you're that far behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Nano plays him tight every time they play. So we got some guys that's there, man. And do I think the formula? I think he's always going to be great at this because of the things he can do as a user. But I think I see some things happening down the stretch, man. This is a big season for T. Honestly, if he can three-peat right here, I think he's gonna run off about 5 to 6 Super Bowls before it's said and done. But if he doesn't get that Super Bowl this year, he's gonna be in trouble for the next 3 to 4 seasons, yo. He's gonna be in trouble. We got some teams that's just coming up. Like, wait, these guys growing up now. Remember that. You know that, Boom. You know them guys are starting to grow up. There's a problem now. So that's down the stretch. So I like what we got going on, man. The league is popping, bro. We got some shit going on. Good ass players in this league. Anybody that you looking at, Boom, I'm gonna say the Chiefs right now to me is playing hot football right now. I'm really impressed with what he's doing in the AFC. In the NFC, you got to give it to the Falcons right now. I like what he's doing. I think he's playing really good football for what he has over there. So that's the NFC team playing at a high level. In my opinion, and the AFC team that's playing at a high level is the Chiefs right now. Because the Chiefs should only have 1 loss. It shouldn't be a tie. I mean, they play till halftime, and then, Circle Bob knows the whole, if you hit that shit and y'all 0-0 or tied up, and you hit it after halftime and you concede and don't pull the plug, it's going to save the game as a tie. He knew that. The Chiefs didn't, though. You know what I'm saying? So he got that shit off. But other than that, I think the boy is playing at a high level. Can he keep it up? Because he's playing at a high level. Look, last game he played Falk. That shit was like a 1-score game. He has beaten T since he's been in the league. Can he do it again, though? Who knows? But what I do know is that in the AFC West is tough as hell over there, and he's playing good football. So let's see that go down the stretch right now, man. Can they get 3 teams in the playoffs this year?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. They did it season 1 with the Broncos making it, the Chargers and the Raiders making it. Yeah. For him to make the playoffs, though, he's going to have to split with Falk. He's going to have to split with T. And that's the only way I see it happening.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Hey, man, who's your 2 biggest disappointments, man, out of the first 2-3 seasons?
Coaches-wise?
Just team wise. Well, team and coaches, yeah. Who's underachieving?
Who's underachieving? That's a hell of a question, man. Let me look at this shit real fast.
I know. I think it's two teams in the NFC off the bat.
Man, let me ask you this: is Packers one of your team?
Nope. I didn't expect them to be good anyway.
You didn't?
Nah.
You can't just say that and bounce by that. Why? Why you expect them to be good?
Man, just style of play, man. I don't think his style of play is catered towards our league, man. You know, other leagues that he might be in, he might be successful, but I don't know, man. In a league where we, like, you know, the majority of us watch YouTube and you know, we have people running the same plays and running the same defenses. I don't know if he thought he was gonna come over here and, you know, like wow us with his gameplay. I don't know, man. His style just don't fly over here.
Well, he has a methodical football game, and I think you're right. I think you hit it on the nail, bro. I think you hit it on the nail. But he don't even dominate in his own league. So, and I think a lot of that is he's a YouTuber. So a lot of his attention, even though he loves Connect the Franchise mode, a lot of his attention really ain't spent on how we spend it on Connect the Franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of the attention ain't there. I'm not giving him no excuse or nothing like that. But you hit it on the nail. The playing style, the methodical play style. You have to have a big play player on your team. Bottom line, you got to better make a guy that can just go, that can wow you and go to the house. I think he doesn't have an alpha male on offense, in my opinion. I think the way he play, he gets the ball in guys' hands, different situations, and his run game is going to be good, not great. You know what I'm saying? But like, and then defensively, especially with that fucking secondary, bro, like he should be locked down, shut down central. I just think he plays his way. And I don't see nothing wrong with that way. Now, what I do see, if he can make the playoffs, I think he'll be a scary situation in them playoffs. I think he has the team for it. Did he miss his window though with Aaron Rodgers the first 2 seasons? I thought the first 2 seasons he would have been a sure bet in the playoffs.
I think he missed it, man, because everybody don't caught up now. You know what I mean? I think he might be rebuilding. You know,
he is building. He is doing it. He's doing a hell of a job as a GM right now. But when you look at it, like when you look at the team, you look over there, you see the Packers, right? How do I say this? Let me get out of there. My bad. Let's go to his team right now. I don't think he's underachieving. Put it that way. I don't think it. I thought you was gonna say that, but I don't think he's underachieving at all. I think he's on pace. I do think he missed the playoffs, and that first season with the Vikings situation, that sucked. That was a playoff situation for him, and it was no way. I don't know what the fuck Madden was thinking, but there's no way he should have not made the playoffs. Like, that shit crazy. That's why I keep telling people whoever wins last is going to the playoffs. When it's those situations, you need that tiebreaker. Whoever wins the last game is going to the playoffs. Like, so when him and the Vikings played again, even though he had a better resume than the Vikings one resume was he won the last game, and because of that he ain't make the playoffs. And it's happened to me plenty of times, right? But when you look at the Packers, right? All right, so now Jordan Love's into him. So do you feel like the fact that Jordan Love sat for all them years behind Aaron Rodgers, do you think he's going to still be a growing process for this guy, or you think he can come in and be an alpha male?
Man, he ain't got no choice, man. But I don't know, man. Like, I think he can get it done, man. But like I said, his playing style, man, I don't see him getting it done.
I was more impressed with Dillon at running back for him, but C.J. Verdell as superstar about to be a monster for this guy. Like, he can run the ball. He got a run game over here. He got a bunch of runners. Look, he got the running back out the backfield in Shi Smith that he could throw screens to, throw the ball out the backfield, line up at 5 wide. This guy he's a receiver playing running back, right? Then you got Zamir White, the #1 running back in last year's draft. All right, now 88 speed ain't impressive and ain't gonna wow you or nothing like that. But I think he's an in between the tackle runner. But C.J. Verdell, if he starts him and he gives him 200 or something carries, and this guy can get 15 to 1600 yards, 10 to 12 touchdowns, you are in the cusp of building yourself a dog running back, right? Everybody else over here is just guys that they there. I gotta pick these guys because they're the best available players left, right? But then when you get to the wide receivers, what I still haven't seen him. I've seen his wild picks be offensive line. I've seen his wild picks be like, oh, he got him on defense. That's what's up. But I don't see that alpha male receiver over here, bro. You got all possession receivers over here. There's nobody over here that can stretch the field.
And shit, you got some speed over in, the Cardinals nation, man. If you're looking for something.
But that's the thing. He need that one receiver because, first of all, he's going to go get a 50-50 over anybody. The route concepts he throw and the things that he do, he's going to catch the football. He's really good at that, and I'll back that up. He's one of those guys that understand how to use those, the buttons, the possession catch, the aggressive catch. He knows how to use those shits and get guys to make plays, and you like, wait a minute, how he catch that? Right, he's that guy, right? But where's the guy at that can motherfucking, when you checking down all game long or throwing short route, medium routes, that one guy that could be like, whoop, or ooh baby, where's that guy at? You know what I'm saying? You don't have that guy until you get that guy. You know what I'm saying? I think your offense is going to be that. You're going to have to put 12 play drives together. Simple as that, right? And that's that, all right? So then when you go to the defensive side of the things, I'm going here. At strong safety, Keon Carter, bro, right? I'm confused on how, I want to know what he's doing building-wise because I think this guy should be in the 90s already. You know how it is, Boom. I don't care if he's on star or not. He should be in the 90s already, right? So it's like, what is he concentrating on when he's training these guys? 93 hit power. At one point, he was one of the better my players to come in the league with that hit power, right?
Be like everybody else at sub linebacker.
Yeah, right. So then at safety, you got Savage, who's 95 speed. You're not gonna be able to disrespect this secondary. Look, Alexander, one of the top 3 to 5 corner in the league, 95 speed, 95 excel. Eric Stukes is a superstar, 98 speed, 98 excel. You still got Awuzie over here, who's a veteran. Just because his awareness alone, I thought it would be higher than 84, but you're still dealing with a guy at 95 speed, 95 excel. Who you're running by over here? I don't see one. Even the ass niggas, Kadar Holman is 93 speed, 90 excel, and then he drafted Tyreek Stevenson from Miami, 92 speed, 93 excel. Now, he's a project you got to work on and all that, but the secondary is good, bro. This shit is a really good, one of the top tier secondaries in the league. All right, so now at outside linebackers, Idris Smith. At this point, this guy's a pass rusher. And this is the problem. This guy not catching nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna better cover and drop back and make play. He's a pass rusher, flat out. So really, he should be having his hand in the dirt. At 30 years old, he's still a superstar, 96 overall. Zydarius Smith should have his hand in the dirt with homeboy Rashad Gary. And now you got 2 dog-ass pass rushers. I don't think he should be playing outside linebacker. Now, at middle linebacker, he got Merlin Robinson in last year's draft. I love it. Superstar, 88 speed, 92 acceleration. The guy got 90 tackling, 87 hit power. So we're not struggling there. Then he picks up Dewan Black. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 hit power. There's your speed guy right now, right? Ty Summers is still here. You starting to see what I'm saying, though, Boom? Look at the outside linebacker, Camille Martin. These guys ain't wilding me right now. None of these guys are wilding me. So I don't know because, look, you got to think about it. I haven't seen him make one trade in this league. And that's what this league is about. The GM part of this league is everything. He hasn't busted a trade with anybody. Everything he do is him doing it through free agency or drafting himself. He hasn't made a trade not one time with nobody. He got some trade pieces over there that people would love. That he can get himself in the top 10 and pick that 3 or 4 or 1 or something like that and get that fucking guy you need. You know what I'm saying? Or get him somehow, some way, because you had opportunities to get that guy you need. I don't know. But Kenny Clark is a dog. Like, if you look at it, he got the players over here, bro. His D tackle got 96 strength, 78 overall as a rookie. He picked 2 of them up. Jaquez Sorrells, 92 strength. Defensive end, Rashad Gary. He got Randy Charlton. Then he picks up Stephen Heron Jr., who's a speed rusher. So, like, you see him filling these spots. But, again, I'm looking at your left ends right now. The moment you move Zydarius Smith down to DN, now you got 2 dog-ass DNs, left and right DNs, right? Because your DNs right now is 77 overall, 72 overall. Now, when you look at the line, he did it right. Penny Sewell. You still got David Bakhtari. At center, Elton Jenkins went from guard to center. Love it, 94 overall. At left guard, you Sam Cosmian from the first draft. He's at 86 right now. I think maybe he could have been a little higher. Worked that line up for about 8 games, 95 strength. And then left tackle, Alexander Francois, 96. And then he also got Charles Cross he picked up. So the one thing he did do well is he got a good offensive line, and he's deep at offensive lineman, right?
Yeah.
Then again, where's the threats at? I don't see no. I mean, Hunter Long, okay, maybe 89 speed, 89 excel, 90 special catch are solid. But these receivers is killing him, bro. Like, I'm not saying they can't make plays for him, but you don't got that guy that can stretch the field. Until he get that guy, and he could turn one of them running backs into a 1,500-yard back, 12 to 15 touchdown guy, then I think we'll start seeing some things right now. But let's pay attention. Let's watch him do it his way. Because what he didn't do is come in here dick riding, jump on the bandwagon, follow somebody else's trend. He's who he is, and that's that. You ain't going to get him out of that. Now, can that work for him? I don't know. Now, we're talking about him, but that doesn't mean that we think he's the underachiever, right? Now, so I brought him up just to cross him off the board because I was thinking that's where he was going. Who's your 2 teams in the NFC? I'm going to give you my 2 teams in the AFC.
All right, man. So, number one got to be Corey and them Sweaty Palm Bucks.
Let's go talk about it right now, man. Corey picked the Bucks. He stayed away from the AFC. Now, let me ask you this. Did he pick the Bucks because they just won a Super Bowl? That's his favorite team? Nobody else is a Bucks fan that I know of in real life that I can know of. Corey is. Corey been a Bucks fan. We knew that the moment he jumped in the league at 18, right? So did he pick the Bucks because they won a Super Bowl, he liked their roster? Or did he pick the Bucks because he was not going to the AFC?
Oh, man. Go ahead, Nano. You want to say something?
I think he picked the Bucks after he saw the three, 4 players that went to the AFC and picked their teams already.
I agree with that shit.
And he was like, oh, it's just a free run in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl.
So you saying he did some pussy shit from the door?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
And y'all not going away from that. I think the Bucks winning the Super Bowl also played a role in that. And here's what I do think. I think the moment he picked the Bucks, in his mind, he said, even during the sim season, the Bucks have one of the better teams. They should get me a playoff or Super Bowl win. I'll steal a superstar upgrade and star upgrade right away. All right. And then he also thought, I have the better team, because this is why you play Tom Brady and not your my player at quarterback. You were trying to win that Super Bowl the first year. Bottom line, right? That didn't happen, right? So is his window closing on him right now? Is he an underachiever? That's if we call him an underachiever, or we're saying that y'all all are saying this. If you call the Bucks an underachiever, you're saying he was supposed to win a Super Bowl year 1 or 2. That's what y'all saying right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So shit. No matter if you over there, who's over there, this guy should have a Super Bowl at this, or not win it, been in a Super Bowl already. Just played in it. That's all you had to do is play in one. So that's what we're saying right now. So we saying he had the better team, and the fact that he came over here thinking nobody over here really could fuck with me. Honestly, all the dogs in the AFC, I'm going to a Super Bowl, and he didn't do it. That's underachieving, right?
Yeah.
That's what y'all saying? All right. Who's your second team?
I gotta say Albert.
And why would you say Albert? Do you agree with that, Nana?
Yeah, I do.
You agree with it too?
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about it.
I think Albert should be making the playoffs consistently. His team's too good.
His team too young. But go ahead. Keep talking.
So I say Albert because I know the first season we were like, oh, Albert, he should be playing because he got all these dogs on his team, right? They were young then. Right. The second year, the rich got richer, right? His team was already good. They won season in. He had a great draft because he was picking in the top 10, or was he number 1?
No, he had the number 2 pick in the draft every round. And he mortgaged off players that better get multiple picks. He had about 10 to 11 picks in that second draft. He was like how I be.
So even with that, right? So everybody, the vets, they pretty much blew up their team the first year, right? He had rookies on his team the first year, and his team was good.
He didn't blow his team up. His team was already ass, so he just added to the first year. Let me get to these Giants. My bad. Remember, the Giants kind of ass, bro. That's just keep it 100. He picked one of the worst teams on the game, and his saving grace was Saquon Barkley. All right, so go ahead. In that first draft, Saquon's gone. He ain't even on the team anymore. But he had a bunch of receivers from that first draft. Dejeen Dixon. He had Daz Newsome, Racey McMath, and he had Nico Collins in that first draft. He won in free agency after the draft, and he had a great draft, right? But they all were rookies. So he kind of looked like me and Falk looked in that first season. I think Albert went wrong by going straight tank mode. He went to tank mode on purpose. And this is the result of going into tank mode. Newsome, McMath, none of these guys, like 85, I don't think they built enough. Let's go look at tight ends from the first draft. Here these guys go right here. They get in there. I think he lost the opportunity to build his receivers and his DBs in that first year tanking like that. Because remember, he played his games. It wasn't like he was tanking on some Seahawks shit. He played his games. He just was losing them all, right? But the cornerbacks, Elijah Griffin is a top tier corner, bro. The only thing he lacked was 40 time. Look at him, 92 press, 88 zone, 94 man. Greg Newsome was another top tier corner. 90 speed, 94 excel. This guy got 92 press, 85 zone, and 94 man. Kelvin Joseph, another top tier corner. Like, these guys are like, look, bro, safety. Motherfucking, he got Trey Sterling now, but Joshua Bledsoe came out of free agency, first draft. And then look, Derek Foster, one of the fastest safeties in the league right now, came out of free agency. Now he's built 92. So then you go to the outside linebackers. He drafted Adam Anderson. 92 speed, 92 excel. He's up to 93, 94, 87 overall. That's about it. He don't have a linebacker. All right, so that's like the team is legit, bro. He is legit with this football team. What makes him an underachiever though? Because he tanked the first year. He didn't play. He played his games, but he didn't play to win. So what did he underachieve?
So why are you tanking? You tanking to what?
I guess he was trying to get a good pick. I guess he was trying to get a top 3 pick in the tanking. Like, he was looking to get the number 1 pick. I think he had his mind set on Derek Stingley and getting the number 1 pick that way. And then when the Lions was losing all crazy like that, I had the Lions and the Bears pick. He was flirting with me with the first, and he knew where I was going. So I think he was just taking it better to get the pick, bro. I think he thought he was going to build his team through the second draft.
But see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, though. So he felt like he already had players from the previous draft to compete. So he was looking for a player, like a piece or a couple of pieces, right, to complete his team. So we all said, and even in the real talk, we said that he could have played that season and been competitive.
Yeah, he could have. He could have been competitive that first season.
Exactly. So I felt like the second season, he should have been all in and balling. But he wasn't. Right. Like the lineman Hernandez, that motherfucker 86 overall. But we would have had that motherfucker like a 90-something already.
Right or wrong. But he made the playoffs. He just got aired in the playoffs the second season. So what did he do? Again, tell me what did he do the first season? He tanked. Played all his games, lost it. I think he fucked up that season because he didn't build his players. When he was tanking, he wasn't really building his players. Remember, it was all about Saquon. Saquon was leading the league in carries and yards at one point. So he didn't build the right players in season 1. Then season 2, he makes the playoffs, but he just got aired in the playoffs. Now he's sitting at 4-1. So is he on schedule? Did he really underachieve, or did he do that himself?
I don't know, man. I feel like
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't
know if he better than D West or not, man. Because Albert, he hit or miss, man. But I definitely feel like he should be winning this division every year. Right now, he in the lead, but it's early, and I think hit him might goddamn fuck him up and come past him. And you know how Albert, man, he'll lose 5 straight, then he'll go fishing.
The whole thing with Albert is keeping him off the ledge, bottom line. Can we keep him off the ledge? Can we keep him enjoying his team, enjoying the makeup? And I think he's in that situation. I think he don't have to be talked off the ledge as much as we usually have to. I don't think Albert is going to lose 3 or 4 games in a row and then be like, man, fuck this league, I'm out of here. I think Albert got his mind made up. He understands we got one of the most, if not the most active league around and the most competitive league around, and he understands that. And I think he's comfortable in that division. I think at any moment, especially after the real talk the other day, you heard it in his voice. I mean, again, that goes along with winning, but he just came off an ass whooping from Nano, and he was comfortable. And I know Albert. We talk more than anybody. I talk to him more than anybody outside of Mark. Trust me, I know Albert. I gotta talk his ass off the ledge. Like, come on, bro, don't quit the league, man. Knock it off. Like, he gets frustrated like that. But I think his underachievement was self-made, though. You tanked the first year. Right. You know what I'm saying? You tanked the whole first year, but then you come back your second season and make the playoffs.
You know what? You right, man. You right. You know, I can't get at the Albert, man. We gotta get us into the Seahawks. Ain't no way you go to the Super Bowl first year.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going, right there. I'm not arguing with you at all. Seahawks is an underachiever for sure, flat out for sure. Go to the Super, because you go to the Super Bowl because you had one of the best. Like, that's the thing. Corey didn't pay that type of shit attention. Corey just looked at, oh man, I don't gotta worry about Falk or motherfucking T over here, or even the Texans. Look, or even the Texans. Remember, he ain't had to worry about Ruffin either. All of us was over here in the AFC. He wasn't worrying about that. He didn't respect you. He said it on live. Nano can't beat me. If I lose the Nano, I'll never lose the Nano in the playoffs. Bottom line, right? And he didn't expect that he was going to run across some alpha males at that point. Nano beat him up in the playoffs, and then you got him last year in playoff, right? So I like him as underachieving and shit. And with that being said, this nigga is playing the number 1 or 2 seed every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, sweaty palms right now. You the new jungle. The Seahawks is only underachieving because the Seahawks will not stay active, bro. It's just that simple. Like, the guy don't play. He played, then he go fishing somewhere, then he come back. That's the only reason why he can be on this list as underachiever. But that Seahawks team was just as good as that Buck team year 1, bro. The Packers, Bucks, Seahawks were the top 3 teams ready to go to a Super Bowl that year, first season. Our first playing season, gonna be simple. First season, first playing season, simple as that, right? Now, but see, this is the thing I like too, though. Even with the Seahawks, I think the Seahawks shouldn't have blatantly tanked last year. I think he should have tanked, but he should have did it how Albert did it, right? In my opinion, he should have did it how Albert went. Because when you do that, remember, you come out of the draft, you got some players, and now you got to build those players this year instead of them being built last year, right? And that's the problem. Like, when you tank and you ain't playing your games, these guys sit. They don't get better. Then niggas put you on auto. They beat the shit out your team. All that shit comes into place and all that. But can he fight his way out of it? Because he put together a hell of a draft class. Can he fight his way out of it? Do you think he can fight his way out of it? Because I'm saying he's an underachiever because he's just not playing games. Like, he shuts it down fast, bro.
No, I think he can fight his way out of this. Nah, man. I think he done until next Madden.
You think it's a wrap? No more. Like, he'll never get back to another Super Bowl. This.
Oh yeah, man. All I needed to do was fucking remember that these motherfuckers. We play in the snow, goddamn, during the playoffs and shit. I ain't letting that shit happen no more.
All right, so here's my underachiever. You ready for the NFC? I like Corey. And I'm gonna say I like the Seahawks but I told you my reason. I like the Seahawks just because he's not playing enough games, right? But the person that underachieved the most to me over there, you ready for this?
Who?
Mill.
He's not happy at all.
That's the point. That's the whole purpose. If the guy, that's the purpose right there. You came in the league, high expectations, got the Panthers, slid your way in the situation, you got some competition in that NFC South. That shit ain't no cakewalk now. You saw it, motherfucking lost some games to some guys you ain't expect to lose to, and then got busy too. Another nigga that's busy and can't play a game. So, like, that's it. I'm not calling you. If a nigga playing all their games, bro, winning or losing, it comes down to building your team. Simple as that, right? So when you just shut it the fuck down, won't look at the chat, won't do that's just under. That's just. Now, a lot of it, I know him. My bro got it's just hard, bro. He say he's super busy right now. I don't know. I just think he shut it down, bro. When you shut down like that. Because would you shut down if, let's say, he made the playoffs year 1? Will we be seeing a guy not active year 2? Honestly.
Oh nah. Maybe ready. Yeah, I know he'll be ready.
All right. Now let's slide out of the NFC and let's talk about the AFC underachievers right now. Am I doing the AFC, or we all can talk about this together, or do I say who I think and y'all debate it with me, or
You can say what you think,
this?
man, and we'll talk about it.
All right. All right. So I think right now the most underachieving player in the AFC right now is the Broncos. Circle Bob.
The most underachiever. Yeah, that nigga, he'll make the playoffs. Did he make the playoffs this year? Yeah.
He didn't make the play. He made
the playoffs season 1. That was it. You know what I think Circle Bob problem is? Most people are gonna say, man, he just in a situation. Now, I'm not playing Circle Bob out from being an underachiever. Why? Because he did something nobody else was gonna do, which was grab those Broncos when everybody, even Ruffin was when he was in the league. Pick me over there. You wasn't going to fuck over there. You was scared to death to go over there. Period. Nobody wanted that Broncos team. Nobody did. Why? They seen T and Falk sitting over there. Nope. So for him to grab the Broncos, right? Make it to the playoffs year 1, but then fall all the way the fuck off after that. But here's the reason why I think he's an underachiever. For whatever made him and Falk get into a little confrontation where they just going at each other in the chat, I think that focus killed his focus, because it became more about, oh, you can't beat T, and him and Falk argue so much that you starting to see his fall off. Like, how is he falling off? At the end of the day, to me, I thought he had a pretty solid team over there. Now, the Broncos ain't a bad team to start the franchise off with. They got receivers, they got a dog running back, they got solid up front 7 on defense, right? And a lot of people, he put the pieces around that team right after the first draft. They were ready right after the first draft. He made trades, he did everything he had to do. Now, the second thing is, now you're in the AFC West and you playing 2 alpha males twice a season. That's a killer right there. I get that, right? But is there enough ballers in the AFC for 3 teams to not come out of one division every year? Just think about what I just said.
Nah, because that shit is pretty spread out, man. You know what I mean? I think Falk probably might have.
There's not a lot of alpha males in the air. Look, the AFC is better than the NFC. Is it? I don't know. There's not a lot of alpha males in the AFC, bro. Ready? AFC North. The Ravens, alpha male. Browns, great player, good player, can beat. I think he could beat anybody any moment. But he's new, and I want to see it continue. The Bengals, real talk. The Bengals is up and coming. He's coming. He's not there yet. Steelers. Not a guy that's right now that the Steelers is going to put his head down and play his games, and he's going to get better, but he's not there yet, right? Now you go to the AFC South. There's nobody in the AFC South right now outside of, and a lot of it, Max Payne is just like the Bengals in my opinion. They up and coming players. They're not alpha males yet, but they guys that you got to keep your eye on because they're going to work hard to turn it around. But he don't have no competition over here. Once I kick the Texans out the league, there's nobody he can play over here. That's a free run to the playoffs every year. Right? AFC East.
Yeah.
Now, Shogun's put one of the best teams together fast. Right? Is he underachieving though?
No, I think you're right where you're supposed to be.
I think Shogun's the most rawest Madden player in the game. He ain't gonna do none of that YouTube shit. He don't watch YouTube. He gonna line up and just play a game. So I agree with you, right? Black should not be losing in this division over there. Black should be winning this division every year.
Yeah.
I got him as an underachiever. I'm disappointed in Mike because after all these years, see, Mike problem is this. Mike doesn't know the football game as well as he think he do. He can't do some of the things on his game as well as he think he do, and he got too much pride to do what Nano did to get better. That's Mike's problem. That's it right there. You've been around us in our chat all day long, for all the time since 17, and you haven't improved your game. Right, but Mike not going to be like, you know what, I need the help. He going to want me to help him, but he ain't going to step into my business for that help. He going to be on some, man, fuck all that. And that's the problem. Mike don't know enough about the game to be able to be successful in this game. Because he built a team better than 90% of the league, bro.
Yeah.
Is that built because he's picking in the top 10, top 5 every year, or is that built because he know how to build because of me?
Both. Shit.
Both. I was just going to say the same thing. Both.
It really helps if you pick in the top 10 every year.
Yeah, look at me. I'm in the playoffs, and I find a way to get in the top fucking 10 every year, too. Fuck, I've been doing that shit since y'all met me. Matter of fact, y'all niggas ain't even care about draft picks until y'all met me. Let's keep it 100. You feel me? For the effort you put into this CFM to see niggas blatantly not playing games is disrespectful. It is very disrespectful, bro. And what happens is niggas think this. They think, and my brother a part of that shit. They think that, what they want to do, they put the pressure on me. I'm an asshole back. So what happens is if you're not playing your games, I'm going to put it on you just like you're trying to put it on me. I could find a new user in a heartbeat. But I want you to see what you actually doing right now. I think it's very much disrespect, especially for anybody that fuck with me for real, that know me in real life, know how I am. There's no way you should be disrespecting me or my league like that. But that's at the same time you can't fault niggas for being busy. But I know niggas make time for what they want to make time for. We know that. We've seen it. We know that. We know that completely. Again, so now I'm looking at Shoguns as the underachiever right now, right? That's the West, East. I think it's Black because of the division he in right now is the underachieving right now. But I don't know. It's hard for my second player. Really is hard, bro. Because everybody in the AFC North is too active to call them underachievers or relatively new players with us, right? In the AFC South, honestly, this division, if the new guy don't get he got to get super more active to be able to get a figure out here. Titans don't know. I realized this last night when me and him did a session. He doesn't know anything about connected franchise mode. That's the problem, right? So until he gonna have to be treated like Mark, how I did with Mark, worked him into understanding how to play the game, outside of playing the game. And the Jaguars is a good player. He just don't play. Like, he's to the point where, like, the guys that's on the cusp of getting kicked the fuck out the league is the guys that, like, because the Jaguars can play and he can honestly fight for this division if he just play all his games. It's like that simple. And then again, the East, we Shoguns is Shoguns, bro, at the end of the day. But Shoguns I think Shoguns' team is better than anybody else's team in this division. He got one of the top 3 teams in the league if you look at his roster. There's no way Shogun shouldn't win his division every year. I don't know. I don't think I got a second player over here that's an underachiever. I think it's just Circumbot right now. Yeah. I don't think certain people can beef and still be playing at a high level. Look, bro, I'm a head case my damn self. I do dumb shit. I'm getting in my head and fuck up games and lose games because I'm mentally thinking some bullshit or on some other shit. I honestly think I lose games because I just give too much information out. Simple as that. I give too much information out. Niggas use it against me all day, every day. So it's that simple, right? But I play, so I'm playing all the time. We got a lot of guys in the AFC that's like that play their fucking games, bro. And because they're playing their games, I think they gonna get better if they spend time. Like Boone, let's just keep it real. You can't be a guy. That's why Tata not in the league right now. You can't be a guy who get off work, play your game, go back to fucking do something else. You gotta spend time with your team.
Yeah, not for real.
That's the only way you survive in my league. You got to spend time with your team. You got to really be intimate with your team. And if you can't do that, you're going to be who you are. Simple as that. You're just going to be a mediocre team. Can't just hop on and rush at, oh man, I got to go eat supper or I got to do this. You can't do that. You got to spend some fucking time with your team. Can't hop on this motherfucker and just go raw dog every week. Don't know who. You ain't got no gold training. None of that shit. You just hopping on, playing a game, losing, and then blaming it on everybody else's team. Man, look at this team. The fuck? You can't do that, bro. You got to spend time with your team. And the guys that do it, you see their development. You see what's happening. And trust me, it's some guys. Look, the Titans said it last night. Bro, I was looking at some of these rosters. Said I went to yours first, like goddamn. Then I went to the Chargers, like goddamn. Right? And I let him talk. Then he's like, I started really looking, and I'm like, wait, damn near half the league is like this. Holy shit, what am I not doing right? And just a couple of things we talked about, he had no idea. And it was like, I never would have looked at it like that. Why? Because you hop on, play your game when you can. Until you get personal with your team, niggas is gonna be who they are. And that's Black's problem. Black problem the same way. Black don't spend time with his team. He just hop on and play. Hop right the fuck off. All right, I'm out of there. I'm about to go eat. Eat what? You on a diet there, motherfucker, you black bitch. All you eat is twigs. Fuck you gonna go eat. So I don't see no real disappointment players in the AFC at all right now. I see Circle Bob better turn it the fuck around, and I think he's on the ledge right now. To be honest with you, I think like when I go back to that beefing and playing at the same time. Look at the moment he started beefing with Falk, and every time Falk lose or Circle Bob lose is a fucking paragraph of arguing coming behind it. Circle Bob hasn't been on his game since then. Boom. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. No.
Since he been beefing with Falk, he's been losing games. He ain't focused on nothing else, and he losing out this motherfucker to guys that he usually beat by like 30. So you can go through the league and look at the teams and see who's paying attention and who's playing with their teams right now, bro. Like, and this is why I hate being a commissioner, because any team, you know it, Boom, any league I go in, I'm building my team. I know how to build. Simple as that, right? And that's why I ain't saying nothing. Look, I got rid of 6 starters after the draft, which put me right back at season 2 again. Just think about what I'm saying to you right now. Now that I'm playing 6 new rookies on the field, I'm right back to season 2 right now. Where Falk ain't do that, T ain't did that, motherfucking the Bucks ain't did that, you ain't do that, Nano ain't do that, Albert ain't do that. Like the guys that know how to build, Hitter ain't do that. Right, so I reset right away. Now I gotta get these guys to get better, and I spent 3 years on the guys that I drafted already. Now I'm playing 6 more rookies, and what happens? You start losing games, or you start being in dogfights or struggle because you got the younger players on the field and they just not ready yet. You know it. For me to better make the draft as good as I can make them, awareness is terrible. That's the reason why you guys is dummying out and doing dumb shit all the time, because they dumb as a motherfucker. Simple as that. Or you can't have a 95 speed running back, 95 excel, and you're looking at him across the board like, this guy a dog. And you forget to look at that awareness on 60. So it's a waiting game right now. So at the end of the day, right, it's a waiting game and it's a build game and understanding. This is why the Seahawks right now, if he got active right now, he's still going to lose games because he's playing with all young boys right now. That's why he'll be a waste to not play DJ Ukulele right the fuck now. It'll be stupid because you're going to be playing him next year, and now he's a rookie all over again, finally getting some play time. Right? So you look through these rosters and you look at these guys and you look at the guys that got the builds. They know what they fucking doing with their teams. It's just that simple, bro. It starts at each position. You start at quarterback, right? And you just go through the league. Again, Hitter got 2 quarterbacks over here, and that's a problem because he really don't know who his starter is. But he has it. Saints got their quarterback. Seahawks got their quarterback. Steelers got their quarterback. Like that's the first place you start at. Get the quarterback, get that guy built. We know that, right? So to me, Boom, to you, my question to you is, who is not GMing? Who is not GMing right now?
Oh man, who is not GMing?
And I don't want to talk about the new guys. I want to talk about the guys we know, right? Because look, if I get C. Hound ain't building his team at all. It's C. Hound. C. Hound is another guy that hop in the league, play when he feel like playing, right? C. Hound gonna show love. I could say C. Hound my league $50 right now. He playing that shit and he playing in it. Simple as that. But he's not as active as he need to be. And I don't care about missing games. I care about what you're doing in between the games, building your team. He's not that guy. The Bengals is on his team just as much as I'm on my team. He's actively looking at this roster to the point where he's one of the realest niggas I know. He said it, bro. You heard him in the chat during the draft. It's hard to draft in this league because you got a bunch of niggas who just don't need players. They don't build their team. They just draft. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, you can't. Watch this. John Ross was already on his team. Tyler Boyd was already on his team. T. Higgins was already on his team at receivers. I'm going to just stay here. Alden Tate was on his team as at receiver. None of these guys get cut right now because they all cost you bread right now. So you can't spend money by losing money by cutting them. So they stay. So you make John Ross a feature player. He's your number one receiver over here. But you're prepared for these guys to walk off. Tyler Boyd, Higgins, and Tate with John Mechie, Ezekiel Jones, and Tion Pitts. You got your next wave of receivers. That's a bill. So even though you counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receivers over here, you're not counting 7 receivers because of the draft. You counting 3 receivers for the draft. What you counting is guys that can't get cut right now because they cost too much fucking money to lose, right? Bengals, Bills, Elijah Moore. This guy know how to build, bottom line. He know how to build because he's up under me. So Elijah Moore, Surratt, you got Gabriel Davis. I'm not going to say nothing. He has it right. This is how it's supposed to look, period, right? Then we get to the Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, Rondell Moore, Allen Robinson. You went and got Allen Robinson. Hamler, Drake London, Mark Pope. These are all guys you drafted in the last 2 drafts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You drafted 5 receivers in 3 drafts. How many NFL teams do that in real life?
Yeah, shit. Motherfucking brother been fired.
Right. Look at the Browns. Odell Beckham is a check. You can't cut him. Odell Beckham's a check. You bring him back, he's still an alpha male. But look at it. This is how it's supposed to look. Draft it. Probably got out of free, draft it, right? And I'm gonna give him credit. The second draft he drafted receivers because we didn't have no combine numbers on him, so you didn't know who you was getting. So when you draft, you like, fuck, all right, I missed. When then you draft him, all right, I won there. Fuck it, I need one more. I'm gonna see if I can still draft. All right, so I like it. I think he did it the right way. You go to the Bucks. Bucks is going to play with regular Madden players more than anything else anyway, right? So Chris Godwin, but he don't draft well either. That's the one thing he don't do good at. He don't draft. Why? Because 9 out of 10, he ain't even going to sit through the draft. He's going to let the computer draft for him. And thank God Madden fixed that. Now the computer will draft. As long as you don't set your board, the computer is going to draft the right player. They're going to draft your fucking need. Before they didn't do that, right? They're going to draft your need right now. But look, Godwin, when he retired, he good. Evans, great. He's 30 years old. Look, Marquez Stevens, receiver drafted in the first draft. Tyler Johnson's just here. The computer drafted Jalen McMillan. And he got this kid who knows who he is, but I'll still rock 93 speed, 93 XL. You can build him slowly at punt returner, kick returner, and let him go. But you got another receiver over here, so now he can go receiver again. But you look at it, you're comfortable with that. Then we look at your team. D-Hop, Isabella. Let's start there first. D-Hop ain't going nowhere. One, that money will kill you if you did cut him. But you grabbed this team to play with D-Hop to prove a point, right or wrong?
No, you're right.
So then I look at you, I say, Isabella, right now at 26 years old, Isabella is in a way. He's only 82 overall, in a way, right? But he still got that 96 speed, 94 acceleration. That's that. But you got Isabella right here, and you got Isabella right here. Then you go get you another D-Hop with Justin Shorter, and you got another Isabella right here, DJ Matthews, right? So the rest of these guys just pickups, right? So you drafted them. You drafted these guys late, but I say to you, by drafting all these receivers, did you miss out on any other positions?
Nah, I think I'm set, man. I'm set at all my positions. Those are luxury picks.
I'm gonna take your word for it and slide off. Falk drafted Devontae Smith, Escobar, and Tyreek Black in year 1. He hasn't drafted a receiver since. Everybody else came through trade or free agency. Cooper Kupp, Darius Slayton, and he traded me for Tyrell Shavers. That's how you do it, right? Chiefs, Hill. You don't see no drafted receiver over here except for Garrett Wilson. I love that pick. And then he trades for motherfucking Hollywood Brown. Simple as that. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Colts, DJ Moore, Desmond Patman, J.D. Spillman. He drafted Kyle Ford, Williams, and Higgins this year. He did it right. He drafted these guys because guess what? Contracts is coming up. Moore, you'll play Patman, keep him around, but Moore contract coming up as well. He gonna want $100 million. So you got the receivers now. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I ain't gonna go through everybody's team at receiver, but then you just go to the positions that everybody for whatever reason just thinks that that's the thing to go get. No matter what, a nigga can need 2 offensive linemen in a draft, 2 corners back to back. instead of getting the offensive lineman. Am I right or wrong though, Boom?
No, you're right. You're right. And
And
you
that's
said something earlier also about the worst GM, man. And I think we let him slid by, man. Hillberger's got to get the worst GM, if you ask me.
explain yourself. I'm not disagreeing with you. Explain it
Go
though.
look at his team. Go to his team. Like, go look at the moves that he made.
And then he like still at 84, 85 overall. That shit crazy. You cannot
That,
be this in season. We in season 4 actually, and you can't be a fucking 80 something overall right now. Like, there's no way you could be in season 4 and an 80 overall, 80 something overall. And my league, you should be at least 90 plus at the. If you don't have a 90 plus overall in this league right now, ask yourself what you're doing. And you got 2 things to do: figure it out yourself, or come holler at the gurus. Is that simple, bro? For real, is that simple?
yeah.
Figure it out yourself or come holler at me. That's simple. I can change that shit 2
team
seasons for you.
crazy. Like, if he took the formula, like, you know what I mean, when it got Khalil Mack, when it got Von Miller, you know what I mean, the formula, but he ain't do nothing with it, man, and now he paying for it.
Yeah, he don't got the draft picks to do it. For you to get those players, you had to come up off of some shit, right?
Yeah, for the Patriots.
I'm looking at guys that's just collectively drafting. Look, Trey Brown, you brought him in. Chris Steele, niggas don't really know who Chris Steele is. He's a dog. He just been a travel man. Went from Florida to here to here to here. Like, all right, so in the first draft, you grab Trey Brown, you grab Paulson Adobo, right? And then now you come back, you get Trent McDuffie, great pick. Trayvon Diggs is already there. Keon Cross, you done grabbed out of free agency or something. And then now here we looking at it. You got three drafted corners. 1, 2, 3, 4 drafted corners on this team right now. I'm not mad at that. That's why I'm telling you I'm impressed with D West. He's one of my most impressed. Like, he turned it all the way around, the way he playing and the way he moving, right? Black, same thing. Free agency or the Eagles. I'm not gonna stay there too much. He's not mad because the Eagles need corners. Here we go. I mean, these corners are all right over here. I'm not mad at this corner either. AJ Terrell, Trey Flowers, Fabian Maru. You do need a Hersey right here. Maybe he could be at Lorenzo Burns. Can you develop that? 49ers. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corners over here. And it ain't a corner. Look, drafted, traded for, right? Now, I ain't mad at it though, because look, Marlon Humphreys, 27 years old, you got to get what you paid for him. You got to get your worth out of him. Marcus Peterson came in the first draft. He is now 30. So now Witherspoon is starting at 84 overall, 28 years old. He missed his window, right? You got all you could get out of him. Somebody that come get him cheap, which I would because he's 6'2", you can come get him cheap right now and plug yourself in the third corner real fast if you don't got it. And you're not spending a lot of money on it. And the one thing you're going to get good is a high awareness, 87. But as far as building his overall, it's over with. Nothing you can do with this player anymore. The nigga cost you 24,654 XP points just to get better. Simple as that. Nothing he could do. Now, you got to figure out who's your Marlon Humphrey and Peters replacement. Well, he did that. DJ Daniels is here. Bradley Howes, he can play either or, safety or corner. So he's one of those players that he can actually play at safety or corner, right? Because he's a tweener. But then you go get 6'2" Burnett, and then you come back and get Jaden. So in my opinion, you drafted your corners for the future right now. Could you have done something else? Did you have to spend it on those corners right then and there when you did do it? Maybe he could have did something else. But he did the right thing at the same time. It wasn't a wrong thing. But you keep looking at these guys. I mean, Albert got Elijah Griffin, Greg Newsome, Kelvin Joseph. You still got Darnay Holmes, Mike Hampton, and Jalen Perry. Now, with this being said, he's not comfortable with none of these corners. He still want an alpha male. Do you think he need an alpha male, Boom?
I think you could build. I don't know, man. That 175. Do you got anybody over 200 pounds?
Closest one to it. Yep, Mike Hampton. But look, this is what I'm gonna say, right? Elijah Griffin, star, bro. You can't be. I don't care about that 88 speed, bro. Then they got 92 press, my nigga. Like, he ain't a bum.
96 XL too.
Exactly. Newsome ain't a bum. Like, these corner, he could play with these guys, bro. Like, I'm not mad. I don't think he overdrafted, right? He don't even barely draft at all. Jets, cool. When we're looking at some of these guys in these positions, and a lot of it don't look bad now because niggas had to cut their roster down, so you got guys on practice squad or they got rid of them and shit, right? You go through it, like you said, Hillberger's, I mean, I love the William Poole pick, but Hillberger's problem is he just doesn't have the picks to do anything with it. Because look what he did. He got rid of Stephon Gilmore. He traded for Marshawn Lattimore. He still got Jonathan Jones over here. And then Hillberger's drafted the fastest corner on the game outside of baby boy Isaac Taylor Stewart. Look at Tony Grimes, bro. He not a dog, but anybody can put a 98 speed, 98 acceleration corner on the field. Now 65 play rec, 70 man, 70 zone, 75 press. So he got to be an off cover corner, but you're not running by him. So I ain't mad at it, but he I don't think you could. Granted, everybody that's listening to me, I'm not showing the other positions and what the needs really was. I'm just showing the positions that everybody attacked. Wide receiver and cornerbacks go faster than anybody else. There's no reason why a lot of, look, the Saints drafted 2 DNs in this draft. Why? Because on my mock draft, I said it. This is what he need, right? But guys don't see that shit right away. Look, the first draft, we talked about offensive line the first draft, and they killed the offensive line the first draft. That's the first draft that we've ever been a part where offensive linemen were going in the first round like that. What happened? Madden, right? Fucking ghost in that motherfucker. You understand that though, Boom, what I'm trying to say though?
Yeah, nah, I definitely understand.
Like guys got 5 safeties on their team, bro. What the fuck you need 5 safeties for? I don't give a fuck about sub linebacker positions. What do you need 5 safeties for? So you go through the league. Now here's the thing. I'm going to talk shit about having all these damn corners if I'm T. But guess what? It don't matter. T don't care. Why? Because T winning. So he don't give a fuck what we screaming. But again, I wouldn't have grabbed all these corners when you need help here. I don't give a fuck. He just started getting them now, right? But he rely on the way he plays so much that he don't care that he weak at these positions. He don't care because he can make up for it the way he play, right? But not everybody not a T though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody not a T. So when you look at these teams, man, you look at these teams, you look at the build, and the build's not right. Everybody want the fastest linebacker, fastest wide receivers, or the fastest corners on the game. That's it. And they tear that up, and what happens is it's hard for a guy that's building his team the right way to build his team when guys is overpowering. Like honestly, look, just look at the wide receiver. Until I said something to the Saints, look at this shit. You pick up Vasher. You come get George Pickens, the second best receiver in the draft, that second draft. Drafted. All receivers, right? You don't need all of them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, why do you need 5 dog-ass receivers when you really only getting one of them the ball anyway? Like, not everybody Falk, not everybody me, not everybody T, not everybody, you know what I mean? Those guys that can actually do it if they want to do it. Have multiple 1,000-yard receivers if they want to. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can line up and build their team that way by building it through winning games, winning awards, and you know what I mean, and shitting with them all the time. Not everybody can do that. So you wasting those situations where people getting better at the positions they need to get better at. And what happens is down the line, you start getting air and you wonder why. So you can't look at my team season 4, 5, and 6 and start complaining about it. Because I doubled everywhere. You feel me? I went and got me 2 dog DNs on both sides, left and right. All dogs at D-tap. Like this is why I'm trading. I can throw a player away because you can't look at a player on my team and I'm like, yo, give me a 3rd and 4th for this guy. And you be like, nah, fuck that. You gonna look at that nigga and be like, oh hell yeah, send that right away. And I know what I'm doing. And until people start moving like that, you're gonna see it. Everybody's playing that fastest player in the draft versus the best player in the draft for your need. And when you look at it, and again, I go back to the Bengals saying what he said. Bro, it's hard to draft because these guys just are taking whatever the fuck, like just taking dumb shit. They don't even need them. Well, when you look at a guy who's actually picking the right way, look at what he's doing. I'm on his roster right now. His line going to be legit through the future. Like, this guy is going to push people around with this offensive line when they start developing. Now, the one thing I will say, you got some guys over here that should be developed already. You don't know what you're doing. But you don't know what you're doing with the development part of it. And if you don't, you need help, holler at me. But don't come cheap. I'm telling you right now. I ain't got too much free knowledge no more. But look at it. 91 overall. He attacked the line year one. And he continued to attack the line. And what's going to happen is down the future, he said something key to me last night. Bro, I'm going to pitch this guy Borgie on the block. I think I'm going to get rid of him. Most people will probably be like, why, bro? 94 speed, 91 excel. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give a secret out on why he said it, but he said the right shit. Now, who's dumb enough not to come get this guy right here, Max Borgie? Why wouldn't you come get a guy who's just like fucking Christian McCaffrey? And then especially if you could throw the ball to him out the backfield. Simple as that. Throw the ball to the boy out the backfield, right? Because you got a guy that got 74 catching, 71 short, 75 medium, 70 catching traffic. He's a receiver, bro. You throw the ball to him out the backfield with 94 speed. Why not come get this type of guy, right? But people won't. But people won't, though. They'll be stupid, and I you know what I mean? Like, if I needed it, I would. And that's what it comes down to, like, bro. It comes down to it. Like, you got Kamara over here hurt. You got John Emery, Limsey, and Coron. Now, at this point, who you know? I mean, who you using? John Emery. You found your alpha male, right? Now Alvin Kamara, I know he hurt, but now you got your you can use Alvin Kamara how he's supposed to be used as a receiver. Out the backfield, mismatches now. And this is what guys got to see, man. It start with the up front. No matter how talented you are at the skill position, if you ain't, look, bro, I addressed my line in the first draft. And I'm still thinking about trading these guys and getting other linemen in the building because they not, you know, if you can't have your line blocking and your front four getting to the quarterback, then you're not drafting right. Because answer this, Boom. How the fuck do Brian Breeze, if you know anything about college football, how do Brian Breeze drop to me at 11, bro? Just think about that.
People be drafting just to draft, man. Don't be paying attention. And I'm pretty sure you said some shit about him in one of the real talks.
I ain't gotta say something about him. Everybody and mama know he was the number one player in his draft class, bro. It's just that simple. He's number one. You know he coming out. If you pay attention to how I make the draft classes, you only gonna get 2 superstar X factors in the draft. You know who they are because you know football. If you watch college football, you know who they are. And then here's the thing. Even if you don't watch college football, if you've been in my league since Madden 17, then you should know these fucking players. It's that simple. You should know all these players right now. You don't gotta know a down of college football, watch a down of college football, but you've been in my league since 17. When the draft class come up, you should better look at these players and be like, oh shit, I remember him. I know he a dog.
But you know, people don't care, man.
Nah, they don't. Dalton Reisner, 28 years old, 85 overall. He missed his window. Simple as that. Left guard, 31 years old. You don't got to back up. 29 years old. You don't got to back up. 86 overall at 24. Need help there. Right tackle. Got rocked from the first draft. All right. So, but these guys, look, you're not going to better build a line. So now what happens is those pass rushers that was drafted in the first 2 draft classes, those teams that got good front sevens is going to beat you the fuck up. You ain't going to better. John Emery ain't going to better get out the backfield. Ain't got no blocking over here. It's that simple. But you got all the corners and receivers in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a million of those. You know what I'm saying? You got all these damn corners over here. Yeah, you can throw them, you know what I mean? You got dogs over here. Look at all this shit over here. So out of Justin Simmons, Juan Thornhill, and you just drafted Jaylon Jones, who's your starting safety over here? Because I'm quite sure you can look over here and see the same shit. Look, who's your starting safeties over there? What are you going to do with the rest of these guys? You only can pick
Jones
2.
And Lamont Wade. The rest.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do with it? What can you do with that? Now, let's look at a newcomer that come in the league. Look, building right. Guys that build right is going to be there for the long haul. Down the stretch, when you can't beat their team and you like, wait, I used to be beating him. Why I can't beat him no more? Don't look at the rosters and see us commissioners and be like, oh, they cheating. Look at their fucking team. No, it ain't that, because there's guys in the league that's not commissioners that do exactly how we move, and at the end of the day, their teams is looking the same fucking way. That's simple, bro. You not a builder, you don't. So keep drafting wide receivers, keep drafting cornerbacks every fucking draft, drafting 6 or 7 motherfuckers from the same position. Keep doing all that shit, and don't be mad when you went from damn yo I'm competing, and then you want to quit the league because you losing now, but you did it to yourself. So at the end of the day, keep doing that shit, bro. Like it ain't hard to do this shit, bro. But don't start looking at the guys that is doing it right. Like, come on, bro. Ready? Look, Falk had the youngest team in the first draft. Just look at this shit, though, bro. How is people letting this happen? Watch this. All right, Herbert, Mike Cub. We got his backup at running back. So look, Najee Harris is here. All right, we know he did this. This is him. Can't stop that, right? But a nigga allowed him to go get Josh Jacobs out of free agency. Why nobody else got Josh Jacobs right now? Nobody else. So now you got a superstar. So what happens when the deflator makes Najee Harris red? It don't matter that he 89 speed, 94 acceleration. He's a superstar. So now he don't got no problem pitting in the backup running back. Simple as that. All right, Najee tired. Jacobs is in the field. And he don't lose no integrity with that running back because he has a superstar ability. All right. At wide receiver, he self-made his guys. But again, who lets him go get a Darius Slayton and a Cooper Kupp? Been on this team for 2 years. What happens when you need that tough-ass catch? You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 6 is a big game, big play, and you need it. Cooper Kupp makes that catch for you.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, and that's what he do better than me that I'm not going to do. I don't care about them older. I'm never going to touch free agency. I don't care about that shit. I'm building my team, and my players is going to become that. So I might lose a couple of games because I dropped that 3rd down. Like, boom, when I played you, I didn't have a receiver on the field that can beat any of your DBs except Waddle because I had all rookies. I got rid of I got rid of Hollywood at a young age. Terrell Shavers left. He would have been the next guy up. He left, right? And then I'm playing with Waddle and pretty much 3 rookies. I'm throwing the ball mad as hell. Butt naked, and nope, he done caught up and knocked that down. Throw that same pass, you ain't catching up to Waddle. Not because of his speed, because he's built now. You know what I'm saying? So these little things, look, Cooper Kupp, superstar. Let's keep going through it. All these guys drafted. Let's look at his line. He drafted, though. He did what I did in the first draft, so I'm not going to stay there. But look, all right, so let's keep looking. He went back and got Melvin Ingram. Why? Because this 34-year-old still helps this 21 and 22-year-old develop no matter how you look at it, right? Boom. So you let him get Emmanuel Ogbah at 29 on Superstar. Nobody else saw this guy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else saw this guy, Superstar. All right, so now we look at your left outside linebackers. Boom. Then you go get somebody letting get Eric Kendricks and Anthony Barr. Think about this, bro. Do you understand what this does? When you playing with young players, he surrounded these guys with seasoned veterans because nobody's smart enough to go get this guy, Anthony Barr. So he got 2 superstar middle linebackers to go along with Kenneth Murray right now. You don't lose no integrity. His player, them superstars is going to help him win ball games because they're not going to be dumb or do dumb shit, right? Then we over here. Nobody wants to play with Matt Milano, but guess what? Falk does. He's a superstar. Okay, y'all want to leave him out of here? Let me give him a 1-year deal. And I'm going to keep giving him 1-year deals until some of y'all open y'all fucking eyes and see what I see. So why do we want Bradley Roby? Not because he's a dog, because he's a superstar. Now you got a superstar corner to go along with these dogs while they growing the fuck up. You don't lose no integrity. Why he go get Mekhi High? He don't need him. Troy Agpay. That's for scheme. But look, Mekhi High, superstar. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's just have your nicks and have it your way. But understand, you got to build your team, bro. And then don't start complaining when he kicking your ass 65 to fucking 16, and you like, man, you're commissioner. Look at this team fucking cheating. Nah, bro, the man ain't cheating, bro. He just moved better than you. That simple. You letting him win in the off season, and he's also winning on the field. That simple. You know it, Boom, bro. Boom, when we first met, bro, you ain't really you was so good at using. You was like T. You didn't care about building your team. You built the player. You ain't give a fuck. Let me get 2 dogs on defense, 2 dogs on offense, and I'm whooping all y'all ass. Simple as that. That's where the check players came from. Check Henry, check this nigga, check Fournette. That came from that. And then you realize, wait a minute. Let me put this team together now, and then I could do that same shit. But I got a team put together. Like, am I saying something wrong right now? Am I putting words in your mouth?
Nah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's that simple, bro. It's like really simple, bro. But you know, who the fuck? What do I know? I don't know shit. I don't know nothing, bro. I have no idea. All I know is I'm gonna put a team together, and I'm gonna put my team together through that draft, and that's that, bro. And I'm riding out. I don't want no veterans. I don't care about none of that shit. Every player self-made over this motherfucker. Strictly like that. And keeping it like that. You're not gonna see me with 10 fucking receivers because I barely throw it to 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm barely throwing it to 3. I don't need 10 fucking receivers, bro. It's just that fact. Just fact. But what I do want is 2 dog pass rushers. Peep the game. Oh, yeah. You'll go get Brian Breezy. I'll go get him. This pussy's the X factor. Fucking right, I'm going to go get him. I'm getting him at 11. If that tight end wasn't there at 11, if the tight end was there at 11, I'd go get the tight end that Mark got at 5. Other than that, my next pick I already knew in my head. Ain't nobody in the top fucking 10 going to get Brian Breezy. Why? Because he a D tackle. Fucking #1 player in the draft, D tackle sitting there, and I'm quite sure if I didn't get him at 11, he'd probably dropped to like 15. If you didn't get him at 12,
yeah,
simple as that, bro. Like it's just that simple, bro. Like I don't look. You go get the players, bro. You go get them. You go get them. This guy, niggas been hitting me for him, Baron Browning. Like, you ain't looking, pay attention. 94 hit power, 92 speed, 96 excel. He's a starter for somebody right now. He don't even start for me. I put him on the bench because I went and got Flo and Noah Sewell. Browning had his opportunity to show me he could be a starter, and he didn't. He didn't play good for me. I didn't like my middle linebacker play, so we went and got 2 alpha males, and we'll wait. We'll let them get blocked all game long right now when I'm playing runners and shit. But when they unlock, just like he did, he's next. Noah Sewell next. He gonna unlock the superstar, and he already had 363 snaps right now. When they both unlock, good luck running the ball on me. That simple. That's all it comes down to. Build your fucking team, not positions. Don't keep building the same position. Build your team. It's that simple, man. Hey, man, this is a good-ass real talk. I appreciate y'all. We was on this bitch for 2.5 hours. AntHits, the franchise guru. I'm always doing good shows when I'm dealing with my boy Real Boone and Tupac is back. You know how we do that shit. We ain't even get into our shit-talking moments. Hey, Boone, before your ass hop off, can we please do those voiceovers for episode 1?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, my nigga. Holla at us when we holla at you. You heard?